We were muted, and now we are not.
Hooray!
Shadows over Loathing. All right. So we were just kind of going around, like, doing previous things, like things in previous areas, I believe. Hello, Mapius. I'm gonna get hit by a car. Wow! I can't get hit by cars! I am invincible! Alright. Let's get going. I guess let's go back to the sponge. We have a lot to do here. Okay. Right, let's see. Let's go to let's do the wrecked riverboat, because that's kind of what Mudhenge led to, so I think that's the next thing we should do.
Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, you and Simone stopped to investigate an abandoned campsite. Nothing much left. Whoever's camp this was, they came and went ages ago.
Didn't make it bigger. Okay. Must have left quick. This lean-to is made of primo-grade canvas. Hang on a sec.
What are you doing?
Shame to let it go to waste. To be both an engineer and a girl who grew up on a farm, I've got a pretty decent repertoire of clothing hacks in my arsenal.
After a while or two, Simone has repurposed the canvas tarp into a stylish and durable military-style flight jacket.
You watch. Someone will write a novel about this jacket today. They'll probably get the color wrong, though.
Huh. Alright. Let me raise the volume here. Oh, I'm going to turn off weapon durability. I just noticed that's there. I'm going to turn that off. I know it's just an aesthetic thing, but, like, it throws me off. Alright, selfish, shellfish. The rungs of a ladder are carved directly into the hull. Counting the rungs is an accurate means of determining the age of the boat. F your life! Well then! Alright, game! F your life. Oh, time of your life! I prefer F your life. Alright, so why is that speaking to me? Don't speak to me. Fine lunch at aboard the riverboat Longerfellow. Friday, June 3rd. Hors d'oeuvre. Which, by the way, that is in no way pronounced how it is spelled. Saffron crab on cracker. Soup, crab on a cracker. Eggs, seasoned crab eggs. Fish, crab under napkin. Poultry, chicken a la crab. Salad, leaf dressed crab with salad. Dessert, crab cream. Cheese, crab cream. Eat the menu. Not even the distressed passengers of the doomed Longerfellow resort to that. Eat it, though! The wrecking of a ship exerts a dreadful psychological toll on all those poor souls trapped aboard, and none can understand their especial torment except by experiencing it. But you've come pretty close, you think, by wandering on board well after the fact and munching on a menu. Speaker faulty, still broadcast, but the transmission is unintelligible. It's not that easy. The fuse inside the speaker's case gets to come to swamp necrosis. That's a real issue for these wooden riverboats, especially when they crash into swamps. I'll make it work with a fuse. You discard the necrotic fuse and swap in a new one. With the replacement fuse snug in its new bed, the transmission of which you would only caught garbled fragments now makes itself clear.
Be that it, have you finally fixed an inferno machine? Will you nod once if you can hear me?
You nod as directed.
Hurry, speed, the seas and the creature in these. Fine work, landlubber. Do you mind if I call you landlubber?
Shake your head no. You shake your head vigorously in disagreement.
No, you don't want me to call you that?
I nod vigorously.
The landlubber it must be then, till we can make the proper introductions. Speaking of which, this is Captain Dan of the River Longerfellow. And it gives me no pleasure to report that mine vessel has run aground here in this fiendish and soggy fen I call Davy Swamp's Locker. We few survivors be trapped up in the wheelhouse.
The wheelhouse? You make the shapes of a wheel and a house with your hands and then shrug.
Know ye the parts of a boat, landlubber? 2 levels above ye be the main deck, and there you find the captain and his wheel. Naught on a boat may be higher than the captain.
How does
Go
he
see these drugs I found.
How does he know where we are? You glance around the boat for any sign of this captain.
If you're wondering how I know you're aboard, landlubber, I have me bendy telescope to thank. Not much for us to do trapped in the wheelhouse, but hold the bendy telescope and look through the bendy telescope.
What happened here? You shrug in a very general way.
Wondering about all these, are you? Well, the Longfellow is a pleasure paddler. We paddled the east coast and showed the passengers the time of their lives. This last sail, a sparkling back cloud, otherworldly it was, hurled us off course and into this violent bog. Pleasure paddle fast turned into pain paddle as our vessel were overrun by creatures and nasties. Only 5 souls and mine remained of the voyage, trapped up here in the wheelhouse for, well, for how long only the boat gods know.
Through mime, you indicate your expectation of finding a fat sack of meat somewhere in this riverboat.
Never was one for charades, landlubber, but if I'm understanding ye correctly, the answer is no. A jellyfish will not have sex before marriage.
Nothing for it. You'll have to press on. Or not, you know. Could stop all this right now and go do something else. Grad school. No, that's an idea. You mime the handing out of mail and packages. That's what you do. You're a helpful person.
You didn't ask for this, I know, and you must feel like the unluckiest landlubber in the world. But there be 5 innocent souls in the wheelhouse with me, blocked by broken pipes spewing scalding hot steam. Will ye help us?
I nod. You solemnly commit yourself to the task.
I ask that ye enter the most private of boat parts, the hull, where the wildlife has done defilement most foul to our steam pipes. Funny be it not that the same steam that gave power, that gave life to this boat also took it from the most of the passengers. I think we are only beginning to understand the nature and whims of steam, but that be a mystery for another day.
I shrug.
The code to the hull door be the birthday of the Longfellow, January 4th, 1845. But there be a catch, and I ain't talking about what we used to haul up for Friday lunch. Crabs and such. We don't use standard or international date formats on our locks. Wouldn't be caught dead doing that. No, we use maritime basic. Year, month, day.
So, 1845, January 4, January 4. What?
I'm just not going to correct you. You figure it out, landlubber, I be sure.
And it's a year, month, day.
Max, typically when you're dating something, how would you write it?
I do month, day, year, typically.
Right, so how would you write that if you were just doing numbers?
Oh, right. So 1.
Alright then.
I'll be honest, I probably would have gotten to that, and I would have figured that out anyway when I got there, but yeah. Alright. Oh, if I have 20 hot armor, I can go through here.
Yeah, but 20 hot armor is a big ass. It's not impossible, I assure you. But
I have 5. I'm a quarter of the way there. Alright, hang on. That's 1.
Max, no.
I just want to know how close I can get. Okay, so that would be 6. Right, filters. Elemental armor, hot. Here we go. Holy shit. Thank you for reminding me of that mask. That makes things so much better. Okay. That increases it by 3. That increases it by 1, so that'd be 4. Oh, this increases it by 5, so it'd be 6, actually. 6, 7, 8. So that I could get up to 13. I could get over halfway there. Doors marked by a combination lock and the desperate scratches of a beast unable to operate the combination lock. 6 spaces, which means only 6 possible combinations. Alright. That is not what that means. Wait. 45, 45, 4. There's not enough space for 1414. Is this not the right one? Great wooden wheel in the final stage of wheel death. Upon its spokes, you can make out a message scrawled in blood or red mud. Dan, we are all broke upon thine willis. Doing too many numbers? Is it 5 then?
Well, first off, you don't know maritime basic. Oh wait, no, he did tell you.
Yeah. It's 1845, 1414. But I
no, Max. If you're looking at the 2 digits that make up a month, January would be 01. And the 4th of January would be 04. But I think he said it was the 14th or something, right?
No, he said it was 4th.
Okay, so yeah. It's 01 and 04. So it'd be no, year first.
Well, here's the thing, Rhino. There's not enough space.
Max.
45.
People, right, okay.
Okay, now I have to do year again. 45, and now
No,
0, and now
it's each one is a digit, Max. Each word is a digit.
Okay, so 5?
Max.
Rhino, what is 1845? Turn that into 1 digit. What the fuck does that mean? This isn't 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors.
Max, hush. How do you typically write a date? You go 2 digits for month, 2 digits for day, 2 digits for the year, because most people don't write all 4 because they know what century they're in.
Okay.
So, given that, the year was 45.
Okay.
So the first 2 digits are year, so it's 45.
Oh, I thought he meant put in the year twice.
No, it's digits.
Why would he say year, day, month? Wait, no, he said year, day, month, day. Okay, so it'd be 0, 0, 1, 4. That is stupid.
It's really simple, Max.
You don't say year. You say year. Hang on, can I get him to say it again? No. It was dumber before. I am... Ugh. You don't say... Year... Month, day, year. You don't say month, day, year. I feel like my assumption that we were supposed to put in each number twice is fair, considering nobody speaks like that.
It's a 6-digit code, Max.
Yeah, that's why the thing I was wondering is this the wrong lock? A large crate labeled inflatable water slide. There's a handwritten message scratched to the wood. Don't tell the guests about the water slide. I don't care if they're expecting the time of their lives. 5 hours of pain and suffering to put together and they only use it once. Below that, another message. We're going to die on this boat. Well, fair. The low needle governs its gauge, its machinations its own. The gauge has no controls and nothing that can be used. I hit it. Oh, close that. Hit it again. Eh. Well, here they have to say it that way because they alternate month and day digits. It still like didn't make sense to me. Busy minding their own bug's nest. If you got it on the circle for... I don't even know what that means. Let me drop some pianos. Yeah, I'm, Mask, I am still, like, looking around. Please don't, like, say what the solutions are. Because now I know what I'm supposed to do here. Is that close enough? Didn't say anything, so probably not. It snapped, so maybe. Unglorious Tiara. Physical arm. Wow. That one sucks. Deckhand's pants! What a deckhand wears on their deck legs. You can't wear them because you have regular legs. You wonder if somewhere there's a deckhand running around without their pants, but given the state of the boat, it is far more likely they are dead. A note is taped up inside the cabinet. A sailor's Poseidos and Poseidons. Poseidu and Poseido. Poseidu. Remember your date formats. Standard, month, day, year. Local, month, day, year, month. What the fuck? I'm having a stroke. Month, day, year, month. Year, month, day, month, year. Date. Maritime basic refer... Read maritime humor. Eating the note is a big Poseidon, but I want to eat it. Oh. Right, and we have dialogue.
Okay. Fuck.
That is not the dialogue.
Oh, sorry. And I was trying to do a thing, and because of that, I messed up.
Sorry. Sorry.
A confession, friend. Rarely would I put me trust in a bland lover, but to come this far, ye proved ye have the true heart of a sailor.
Yes, I keep it in a jar.
Once again, I can't hear you, friend, but I hope you weren't joking around about keeping the heart of a sailor in a jar or something similar. Captain Dan likes to laugh as much as any shippy, but there's something no man or beast should ever joke over, and that's a sailor's death. Make my throat a bit scratchy. I think we can all agree on this.
Not getting to joke about something censorship. You scoffed performatively at this insidious threat to free speech, but received no response.
I'm afraid I must tell ye that we have a new problem. Ye may have to deal with steam pipes, but now we be not in the wheelhouse. I expect you'll find the door key in the crow's nest. You know how crows be.
Yep, I do.
Now please hurry. Some of the passengers in here be getting hungry, and I don't mean for a nibble on the bendy telescope.
Right. I was confused as hell before I read the names. Yeah, Rhino is the one that's reading the dialogue. Generally, I read like my character. I have my icon and also the Discord thing just because. Oh,
Rhino is the last reading?
I don't know. Leaving unattended bags on deck. Now, is that a Poseidu or Poseidon? Poseidon. Indeed it is. We'll make a sailor out of you yet, landlubber. Battery! Like a parent's nightmare, Captain Dan can be heard but not seen. Oh, okay. Lassie, lasso.
Yeah, I know that lass is short for that.
Rhino is male.
Hello. I just tend to put on a lot of voices for this stream, but this is my natural tone.
But
I am very amused by this assumption, though.
But having said that, Martha, the boat has taken a sharp and sickening turn into a black and shivering tear in the sky itself, and I fear we are heading for land with unsafe speed. Grateful if you could call your father and rescue me from this impending unpleasantness. I will get this letter away to you promptly. I am sure that swamps have mailboxes. Why, it's an unopened bag! A blank canvas, a fresh sheet of snow, a beautiful morning, endless possibility. Oh, it's just a cup of meat. I have glasses of
Gender neutral. Interesting. I never heard that before. All right.
Yeah, same. All right. Take that. I got a sailor's cap. It's cold armor for some reason.
Seas be chilly.
Mr. H. Longfellow Riverboat, company stop, hope you well stop, requesting permission to mutiny stop, captain ordering ship into storm stop, says passengers will love it stop, crew plans to mutiny anyway, just hope you not be mad with us stop. I know what stop means in Telegram, and that was just fun to read. 3 houses,
I figured.
all like in dignity, i.e. below average. Note on the side structure says the standard combination doesn't work. Did deckhand lock these up again? You don't need to use an outhouse right now, which is fortunate as the 2 unlocked doors contain not toilets but rat skeletons. The 3rd door is locked. I will open the lock. It's not gonna be the same one, is it?
I doubt it.
No, okay. The lock shakes. It didn't like that. Alright, mysticality. You run your hands lightly across the roof and can make out a carpenter's mark. The initials VH. Either that stands for Valley Hardware or Versatile Hog. If you haven't met the Versatile Hog yet, you don't want any part of that. You don't want any part of that at all. I would like to, solve the puzzles myself. Let's see. I'm guessing there was another date somewhere that I gotta use. There wasn't something, there wasn't like another thing down here, was there?
Oh, I don't think they were saying what they thought what it was, or what they knew it was. I think they were saying what they thought it was.
Oh, don't you still have the sailor pants note? Do I? I have the pants. I don't think I have the note. But like this thing here, yeah, but like I don't know. Wait, hang on. Yeah, this is the code note. Hang on. Let's see if there's probably something there that, like, indicates what kind of, which of the codes I'm supposed to be using on it. Let's see here. Deckhand's Pat. Okay, so we have to use the deckhand one. So I need to double check what deckhand is. Deckhand. Day, year, month, day, year, month. Jeez, okay. So let's see. So that's 0, 4, 0, 4, 5, 1, I think. Pretty sure. 0405 or 040451. I'm pretty sure. It could be there's a different date I have to use, but I might as well try this. 040451. Lock slips through the door, shattering upon the deck into 1,000 tiny pieces. Inside the stall is a ruined toilet, which is no surprise, but on the back of the door is something quite unexpected. No! Not this again!
What, you don't like time travel?
Can I at least use the toilet first? You step from the outhouse into a beautiful day. The sky is blue and bright, the glistening deck freshly swabbed, and the passengers hale, hearty, and freshly swabbed. You exist in a moment of joy, a frozen tear on a warm cheek. Cool beans. I met Mr. Longfellow. Perhaps he is too long to meet. Hang on, I'm being added. Yeah, okay. Pencil in hand, the passenger muses over his missive. It's a letter in progress. Oh, Martha, I was never fit to be a husband so long as my mind was cursed to generate my great ideas. For example, if we twist the cow differently, might we produce not milk but cheese? I must be free of our marriage if I am to pursue this notion. I trust this clears up why I dove out of the car so suddenly. I don't see a whale in this cruise, I will simply throw up. A deckhand stands where that crow was, or rather will.
Right, there's no access to the promenade now. The stewards are tastefully arranging lunch, and the slightest disturbance could throw off the tastefulness.
Do you transform into a crow in the future?
Hope not. Left my crow phase behind in my 20s, like any lad.
What do you make of Captain Dan?
The cat is disciplined, all right, no mistake. I like to joke that Dan stands for disciplined and no mistake.
That's a joke you like to make.
Recto.
I think this boat's going to crash.
Sea travel is perfectly safe, I assure you. Statistically, it's more dangerous to ride a motorcycle into the ocean.
Motorcycles? Do motorcycles exist?
No?
You have to stop this boat.
Stop the boat? The captain wouldn't hear of it. He took this charter to show all his guests the time of their lives, and that's just what he means to do.
Well, goodbye. I guess I give up. Monday for crab lunch. Crowd here is too excited about the stairs to let you through. That crown sparkles like the well-brushed tooth of an ice troll.
Fine cruise, sir.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am multitude, sir. To one, I am one thing. To another, another. To some, I am a riverboat passenger. To others, a countess of the city of clocks.
Nice crown.
Tiara.
Can I have the tiara?
I am sure you can possess it, but I do not believe it can ever be had by anyone.
Where'd you get it?
It was gifted to me by a scientist that sacrificed his heart for a city that had stopped breathing.
What city is that?
It is dead and buried. Let it remain thus.
How much for the tiara?
It has a price, yes. 100 meat. Do it.
Okay. Glorious tiara, Miscality, Moxie, and physical armor.
This is a purchase by you of a city from its final countess.
Neat. Show her the ruined tiara. What do you make of this?
I have looked upon my bones before, and I expect I shall again.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she seems to know.
Look, this boat is going to crash.
Yes, I think you should not be here when it does.
She's not looked at you once this whole time. Fine cruise to you. Goodbye. What the fuck?
This lady was eerie when I found her too, but you know what's pimping about the tiara?
What?
It sparkles.
Yeah!
Yeah, I was wearing this thing for a long time. I think I was even doing it in Endgame.
Let's see real quick. I think that this thing's... Yeah, I think this can actually be better. I think this will finally replace my hat.
Glorious.
That's hot armor. Okay, physical armor. Spooky armor. Okay, I'll do the duct tape because I can. Taped up glorious tiara. That's hot armor, which is pretty situational. That's spooky armor, which is pretty low. Spell damage I don't do.
Okay, now what all stuff did I put on my hat that I can now put on this new one?
I mean, I know what all is on the previous hat. There's tape. There was... I think I put on some sort of... Yeah, I put on some other kind of fetish. God, I hate saying that. And then there was also, like, something that made it comfy. I'll have to find more stuff over time, but for now, I am satisfied with this change. I'm just kind of unsure about doing the hat band because I know the hat bands, you can only do one. But now I sparkle, and that makes me better than everyone. Was this just to get the crown, basically? The tiara? I guess.
Not sure.
The dazzling tiara on your noggin reflects in the crow's dreadful eyes. With great agitation, he flaps his giant wings and leaps off the deck right at you. Like a king's sickly second cousin, he wants the crown and he's going to take his shot. I'm not getting rid of this thing. Throw the tiara through the time door. Oh.
Now, me, I didn't want to give up the tiara because that thing is awesome.
Oh, it's absolutely awesome. But, like, what if I make the crow go back in time?
I have no idea.
I want to keep the tiara. If I throw it through the time door, he's gonna go back in time, and that's gonna change the timeline. Probably. Ooh. I want to know what happens. I know this is a good habit. I gotta know what happens. The supernatural woos the tiara is sucked back to whence it came. Undeterred, the crow pursueth. He's gone, lost of time, and destined to become his own grandfather, or yours. What now?
Oh.
Yeah, no, okay. The crow is bound and awaits extradition to Sky Court. So where's my tiara?
Need to panic, sir. The second I saw the crow lurch from the outhouse, I had him flat on the deck, his wings bound with a secret sailor's knot. You were never in any real danger.
Was that crow holding a tiara by any chance?
I'm afraid the crow swallowed it in the scuffle, sir.
Drat. Yeah, no, it wasn't worth it. Ah, well. Back to this hat. What? The giant and ghoulish crow asserts unchallenged dominion over the boat's top deck, and he rules not through love but fear. For what is scarier than a crow? Me. I am. What's that? A human outscare a crow? If you figure a way to do it, and let the rest of us know, would you? For you'll be the first in the history of the world. Invent avian obscenities. Crow pales like a dolphin at the guillotine and scurries as fast as giant wings can flap. Allons. I never fought a crow. And though the new and very serious captain has not even met us yet, he has already made a big stink about my having one beer while we were on charter. I have half a mind to jump ship and take this little table with me, because I own it, and so it is fine for me to write here without anything between the paper and surface. Mount for binoculars. Though with the binoculars missing, the opportunities for sightseeing are minimal. Also, you're in a swamp. I looked through the mount anyway. A few feet out from the river, its carcass, a frog is fighting off a heron with a whip. Rarely are you afforded such a close-up view of nature. And that's the wheelhouse. The compass is going wild. The money must be inside. Crow's got the key lit. Have a spare in here. But we ate it one day to stave off cannibalism. Oh! Did I... I couldn't have soft locked by doing this, could I?
Nah, I doubt it.
Because, like, apparently the crow had the key, but one crow is in the past and the other one was scared off.
Did you check the nests?
Ah, okay. It's one crow scared off, but two, not even an actual scarecrow could manage that. I will tear an invisible encyclopedia in half. Hooray. Longfellow ring. Crow bullion. Crows use this for money. And now you. Shatter his mind. Glower like a god! This power of yours is one to be used responsibly. No, it's not. Fight the bird or fright the bird. The whole swamp now is fertilized, and it hatches with mutterings of the man who gobbles up the courage of crows like so much country stew. So mythic is this figure, nobody would believe that you, a mortal is he, unless you show them. Open the third eye in your bicep. Actions, not words. Flex your tongue with malice, or let your eyes do the talking. Open your eye mouth.
Open your eye mouth?
I'm gonna open my eye mouth! The first farmer to stick a scarecrow in his wheat fields was never really satisfied with his creation. Sure, it worked, but it didn't look like what he had seen in his mind. The thing he saw those thousands of years ago was you. In this moment, you are the scarecrow. You have always been the scarecrow. Well, I want to be a scarecrow. I'm awesome.
Gosh, boy, yes you do.
Let's find the money. The needle reverts to
You
its normal
didn't have
function.
any questions just now.
Oh, I'm sure it'll get answered. So there's never any meat here, just some electrical interference confusing your compass? Oh. The creaks reach your ears before the creaker your eyes. What? Suspended from the ceiling, this boxy thing given motion lurches left, right, and down, straight to get the springs grafted to its back. There is no ship's captain. No passengers. No meat. This automaton, this creature, is the only living thing in the wheelhouse, if you call that living. Captain Dan?
Landlubber in me wheelhouse, 'tis the day most dreaded by every sailor. A worse fate than chomping by the chitin to speak of the frightful Scylla. I can only guess that the boats being on land has imbued ye with extra powers, allowing ye to make it this far.
Was I not supposed to rescue you from the wheelhouse?
I'm afraid you've been a passenger on me riverboat ruse. Weren't me that needed saving from the steam, the crows, and the bugs, but ye that needed killing by them.
Seems harsh.
A machine I be, landlubber, made to follow instructions. Me instructions were to captain this riverboat and show all those aboard the time of their lives. The time of their lives, you see. Time meaning beginning, middle, and end. To fulfill me task to its letters, I had no choice but to ram the riverboat into a monstrous swamp and terminate every living soul aboard.
Right, some questions.
Water away, that's how we say fire away at sea.
Any chance you got a huge amount of meat stashed up here?
Meat? Ha! I've no use for it.
I wonder why Mudhedge sent me here then.
Mudhedge? You be thinking of Stonehenge, landlubber?
Why'd you have to try and kill me? I'm not a passenger.
Aye, and ye be alright for a landlubber. Ha ha! Only teasing. But me instructions require me to show all aboard the time of their life. So once he boarded the craft, he became me responsibility. Really, I'd say your quibble is with the writers of me instructions and not with me.
So you'll just kill everyone who comes across this boat?
Can't promise it, but yar, I'll give it the old college try. Old water college, that is.
Your logic is a little strained.
Your whispering land lies, lad. What ye believe to be a faulty reasoning is mere misfires in your rotting brain. To me, a perfectly correct creature of logic, and a model sailor to boot, what I've done as captain, and be not just logical, but very, very good and smart.
You know you've misinterpreted time of your life.
Misinterpret. The only miss I know, landlubber, is that powerful mistress we sailors call the ocean. I be a sailor, you know.
If you were a sailor, you'd know your Poseidoos and Poseidon'ts.
Aye, what of it? I hardly need a lecture on me Poseidoos from a land leech.
Killing your passengers and crew is, to me, a big Poseidon. Captain Dan dangles and comfrey from his rod graphs. Even I, a landlubber, know that. Captain Dan's wooden noggin starts to spin like an owl on a merry-go-round. Do you know less about the sea than a landlubber? Captain Dan's lips spin and spin, threatening to overheat, until instead, he whimpers into non-existence. He feared you the most, Maxland, and always did. For all his faults of logic, he fancied himself a sailor to his wooden bones. And it is a tenet of nautical prophecy that the only thing that can kill a sailor is a man from the land. It wasn't all a lie, though. The bendy telescope was real. Deals your muscle plus 5 physical damage. Okay. You leave Dan shattered into wormwood food, his anchor laying in automaton hell. No longer shall he menace land or sea, and this little patch of swampland is safe once again, if not especially desirable to visit or live. I hope you had the time of your life.
So how was your boat trip?
Turns out, even when it's not on the water, I hate boats.
Fair.
Oh, hey, a radio! Oh. Despite the radio...
You do know the prompt you just put, right? Swear into the radio.
You're banned from using the radio! The wheel's made of plastic. The boat must have been controlled via Captain Dan's central wooden nervous system. Hey, cool. Alright, what stuff did I get? I got crow bullion. Okay, so I just sell that. I'm sorry? I have to know. Am I taller? I think it makes me taller.
Neat. Also, I finally managed to do that thing I was trying to do. It wasn't as smoothly as I hoped, but I managed to do it.
Alright, let's get my Mobius ring back on.
It needs the precious.
I have no desire to be taller. Anything else I can do back here? Just like now that I'm finished here? Yeah. Alright. Time of your life. Ah.
I hope you had the time of your life.
What's that from? It's very familiar to me.
It's a song.
From what song?
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right.
Okay, what's the song called?
I have no fucking idea. I don't know what basically any song is called. I normally just assume it's named after the chorus.
Fair. Alright, well, I guess we're done with the wrecked riverboat.
Alright, we're finally over halfway done with the swamp. Now go back to Mudhenge, because now the interference is gone.
Stink bugs. Toss a match at the geyser. Cool.
Humongous.
Where'd that ticket lady go?
Good question.
Place the compass and really focus on meat again. The needle swings smoothly this time to the southern arch. I'm coming, meat! Where am I? Oh! The achievement that just popped up kind of gave away this away, but...
I mean, look, you're finally here.
Alright, so I got duct tape, I got a powdered wig. Oh.
What did you get, Max?
Duct tape, a powdered wig.
Ooh.
Stream's over, goodbye, right? Dead Sea Scroll. It just says sports over and over. Gustav's egg. Deal your muscle and physical damage to an enemy and reduce loss. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Not yours, though. Old onion sandwich. Don't like that. This hat, this taped up, this powdered wig gives me extra AP every round.
All right.
So I might stick with that.
Up to you.
It's just so hard to get rid of this hat because it's just so good. Okay, I just want to... Okay, this one seems like it's going to be used later because I still have the option to loot. It looks like salt in here.
He didn't have too much reaction, Madeline. He was just like, ah. And then the achievement gave him away a little. He was happy, though.
Yeah, now I gotta go back.
Yep. We still have more places to explore. Where would you like to go next?
Mudhenge. Still really wondering about that lady. The altar has overheated from excess compass use and hardened into clay. Accordingly, it is no longer welcome in Mudhenge and will soon be destroyed. Fair. Alright, let's go to the crash site. Rock. It's a grumpy-looking pilot. She's like, you got kind of a problem here.
How do you think? Yeah, 3 kinds of problems I got. If you don't count the headache, my plane being stuck ass downward in the swamp is just about the most obvious one.
Anything I can help with? My name's Maxwood, by the way.
Rhonda Rasmussen, hi. And if you got some time on your hands, you can bet your buns I can use it.
What happened?
I'm looking to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go, see? Nearly made it too, but first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp, I'll be making any newspaper headlines. Now look what I got, a plane half buried in the muck, tainted fuel, and if I even got that sorted out, there ain't enough runway here for me to get flying again.
Your plane seems real stuck.
Oh, you noticed, huh?
Yeah, it's sticking up out of the ground there.
Right, yep, sure is.
The way Rondo's staring at you starts making you a little uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else, shall we? What's involved in building a runway?
With enough tar and macadam, I could slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick for certain, but it'd be good enough to get me out of here. I got plenty of tar, but...
Where'd you get that barrel of tar, anyway?
You know, that's a funny story. But anyway, I need a load of macadam to go with it.
What's macadam?
It's like gravel for fuss buckets. Sorry, fuss budgets. For my purpose, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across.
That isn't very many rocks.
A load? Oh, okay, I see what you were going for. Alright. Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across, not the whole load altogether.
Oh, I could look for some rocks that size.
That'd be great. Come to think of it, I believe I passed an old quarry on my way down. Didn't get a close look, because I was kind of distracted. But I can mark it up, do that for you.
Alright. You have more to say.
Can't go myself, I need to stay here and guard the tar.
Okay, I'll go take a look. What's wrong with your fuel?
When I landed, The fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in the chemistry of aircraft fuel, but
Not good for it?
not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry and figured it wouldn't be that big of a deal since I got a can of backup.
Ooh, let me guess. That's full of water, too?
Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little bit worse.
Can that be fixed somehow?
Well, technically, yeah. I just need to have the water distilled out of it. Don't have anything like that kind of equipment, though.
Maybe I can dig something up.
That'd be great. Any basic distillation setup should do the trick. Ain't rocket science, just airplane science. That's a much slower kind of science.
Let's see what I can
Here's
do.
the can.
Let's see what I can do. You consider all the possible ways in which you might extract this plane from its current state of diagonality. Beast of burden, 4 oxen, 1 wagon tongue, construction cranes, heavy industry construction crane, science, some kind of big magnet, I guess, faith, piety, procrastination, do it later.
I like the procrastination one with your do it later skill. Next is like, yes, I spec'd into that skill.
Fuck it, telekinesis. Close your eyes and reach out with your feelings. Then you cause your feelings to magically coalesce into a giant hand made of pure energy, which easily plucks the plane from the mire while also avoiding being a super dumb and anachronistic pop culture reference. Thanks, feelings! This plane is now parallel with the plane of the ground. I got your plane unstuck.
I saw, that was a hell of a trick, I gotta say. I am duly impressed.
Aw, shucks.
She still caked in mud and weeds and all, but I guess that comes with the territory, in real literal sense. And then a little elbow grease can't correct. Plus maybe a little regular aircraft grease.
Alright. Distillery. I know where I find a distillery. Was it? No, I definitely remember distillery. Was it somewhere else? Was it a Crystal Dream Lake? Ah, yes, the distillery. That's where I'll find a distillery. Distill the wet fuel. I did it. Back to the Big Moist. Let's get the rocks before going back to her. A burly hunter trudging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, you see he's toting a shotgun under one arm and carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder.
What are you doing? Just wants no place for a little boy. Gators eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bus out.
Wow, that's
Not enough money for the bus? Fine, fine. Take it, but go.
okay, I'm not a little boy. Okay, bye. Dump units, Polish pound. Polish.
Polish.
Polish, pound, crush, and reload.
That is a cool rock. Look at his sunglasses.
Hell yeah. Coolest rock I've ever met.
Is that hobo code over there?
What? Oh. X marks a vein of rock candy ore. Does it now? Pure rock candy. Worth a small fortune to the right buyer. Alright. Dump here. Teehee.
Alright, you're loading it up. It is currently 52 centimeters. It's now 17. It is now 5. It is now 4. It is now dust. 2.
What was it need? I need 3 centimeters?
Correct.
Okay. Fuck. Fuck. There we go.
Nice.
Dumb. Really? You don't even know who this truck belongs to? Yes, really. You're just gonna steal it? That's a crime, right? I'll bring it back! Well, you promise? Yes, I promise. Sheesh. I know, it doesn't sound very sincere. Oh, come on! Look, I'm just not willing to be an accessory to dump truck theft. I said I'll bring it back! Alright, well, if you don't, it's on your head, not mine. Who are you, my mom? Alright.
Sassy narrator.
Hello again, Rhonda. I got your fuel cleaned up.
No Shinola?
If there's any in there, I think I got it out.
Let's have a look.
She opens the can, pours a little into a wine glass, and swirls it around while peering at it closely.
Look at that. No legs at all.
Oh, geez, did I mess it up?
No, that's a good thing. It means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in here either. Nice work.
Thanks. I got your macadam, madam.
Hey, those are good-looking rocks. Nice find. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring them up.
2 of you spend some time setting up a makeshift runway. It's hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with fairies and fishmen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you'd be getting up to.
Good. That'll do nicely. Well, nice is maybe over-complimenting it, but it's good enough.
I guess you're all set then?
Looks like it. Got my plane, fuel, and runway all sorted out. Thanks a ton. Couldn't have done without you. You know, you could have a career in aviation if you ever decide to give up, what do you do?
I'd rather not attempt to explain it.
Gotcha, I've had jobs like that. Well, I haven't got any meat on hand to pay you for your time, but here, let me give you the spare flight helmet as a souvenir.
Ooh, neat, thanks.
It is statistically just worse than the tiara you throw away.
But it's better than my current hat once I buff it up.
You earned it, pal. Keep her flying.
Good luck, and you're gone. Oh! Yay!
Woo!
So long, Amelia Earhart.
Stop my name.
I'm cool.
But yours does not come with a blowing scarf.
No, it doesn't. But it does come with duct tape.
Duct tape. Woo!
So basically, like, it's currently worse than my fedora, but it'll get better. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. The dump truck and film quarry. Alright, I drove it back. You don't have a need for a dump truck full of rocks of any size right now. Aww. Fine, but I'm gonna crush it. Alright. Frog Bog. Black-shaped looms into view. At first it's difficult to make out from the silhouette. It seems to be a massive shadow brute. Doesn't immediately react to your presence, because perhaps it's facing away, although again it's hard to tell. Okay, just a fight.
Madeline, he hasn't gotten that quest yet. So let's just let him play it out how he does. The way that we do things is that you're free to chat about it once he has done his version of it. and then we like compare like experiences.
Yeah. Help!
Now, right?
Clear your throat. There was a frog in it, huh? Maybe don't use that joke. Don't use frogs though. Hello, frogs. Wait, you're saying you're humans, not frogs? I like how they all say yes, except for one who's like, right? How did this happen? Ancient curse, frog, statue. Ancient god, frog, 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 statue, statue. Ancient cave. Quarry, cave. Oh, quarry, quarry? It's kind of hard to understand you with everybody talking all at once. Could you all stop talking except for one frog? All single frogs. Frogs, all, single, single, mind, frogs, single, mind, single. All frogs share a single mind. Wow, that's incredible. This changes, Actually, you can't think of any significant consequences of what you just learned. Try to remember the last time you interacted with a specific frog as an individual, and it was... Uh-oh. That biology class. Probably best not to bring that up. Is there some way I can help you? One of the larger frogs hops up to you and coughs loudly. A shiny green object flies out of its mouth and sinks into the water. You roll up your sleeve and plunge your hand into the nasty water. Your fingers find a hard object, which turns out to be... Wow, shiny! Turn back to the frog. What should I do with this? A second frog approaches and belches up a soggy piece of paper. You decide to just look at it instead of touching it with your hand. It appears to be a shipping label from a nearby quarry. Good, good, careful, rip it, good, careful, 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 good, good, careful. Well, this is gonna be a thing. Oh. Hi there. Hi there. Rhino.
Sorry, I didn't let someone talk.
This might seem like a strange question, but do you know anything about a curse? Your attitude says no, but your everything else says yes.
Oh.
Hey, he jumped over me. Painting of a safe, is it meant to be reverse psychology? You push the painting aside and find, surprise, a safe! Unfortunately, it's a key type safe, and you don't have the key. Not that a combination lock would have been much better, but you could have twiddled the dial and hoped to get lucky. Advanced Scowling. Heal target for 5 HP. Ooh. Alright. Give the files a quick riffle through. People who are hired and quit. Look up Maxlin Ryston. What? You don't work here. I still don't really believe you worked at that gas station or that restaurant. Look up Maxlin Ryston. Fine, you flip through the folders and... Holy crap, there you are! Maxlin Ryston, what the heck? Yeah, I get around. Intimidating Stetson. The eyes kind of ruin it. I'll stick with this for now. Bess. Okay, gun. Cool. I'm guessing I don't get anything from talking to him. Mess hall. As advertised, it's a mess, huh? Junk mail and a paperclip. Hey, radio. Okay, so I can't interact with that until I deal with the lady, apparently. Well. Huh, this guy seems happy. Oh.
Hey, you don't touch that.
Ah, a talking man!
Oh, that's right, I'm a human man, and not a frog at all.
I have reason to believe that you're actually a frog in a man's body somehow.
Why is that? Oh, sorry. What's my body now? I'm keeping it. I don't need any dry skin leg walkers coming in here, and holy hop, you got the missing eye.
This big emerald? Yeah, I was just noticing that it looks an awful lot like that other one.
Okay, I absolutely need you to step away from that statue right hopping now.
You don't want me to fix it? It looks pretty important.
It's very important. It's an ancient idol of the frog god, and when the humans blasphemed against it by removing that eye, this particular human right here, I might add, they were cursed with the great croaking one's righteous fury.
Oh, so that's why all the people here and the frogs in that bog nearby... And the frogs in that bog nearby. Rhino.
No, I'm looking at Ancient Idol, Righteous Fury. Yeah, you guessed it. It's the old Freaky Friday routine.
Why are you forgetting where you are after 2 seconds?
I drifted off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what that means.
Forget about it. The point is, the humans did the crime, so now it's the frog's time to shine.
And if I put the eye back...
Put the eye back, it undoes the curse, yeah. Oh, Hop, I maybe shouldn't have told you that.
Those frogs, people, really want their bodies back.
Well, so Hop and what? Hop then.
Jeez, man.
Look, take your inherent pro-human bias into account and consider the justice of the situation, okay? These people come rolling in here with their machines and stuff, tear up our land, spill oil and gasoline everywhere, and they find this ancient religious icon, and the first thing they do is try and loot it. These aren't good people. They got what was coming to them.
Well, what should I do?
I tell you what you do. You take the other eye out of the statue.
What? I don't want to be a frog.
Nah, don't worry about it. It won't curse you. What it'll do is make the original curse permanent. No take-backs, no do-overs. That's justice, tadpole. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal. You can keep the emeralds. Heck, I'll make a necklace for you. You like necklaces? I'm still getting used to having a neck myself.
Well...
All right, now Max, I will just say this. This is not just a black and white quest, and there are other things, other options as well.
So I'm also thinking it feels like the frogs in human bodies generally are not a fan of what's happening aside from this guy. So if I were to do this, it seems like this is the only person, frog, whatever, who would benefit.
All right. Nothing wrong with saying I want to. Oh, no, nothing wrong with saying I'll think about it.
Yeah. I'll think about it.
Well, considering I haven't really figured out how to work these fists yet, I can't do much to stop you either way. But I'm warning you, if you put that eye back, you're gonna find yourself on the wrong side of history, pal.
Uh-huh. Judging from the smell and thick cloud of flies, that is not a place for a good time. Let's not go back there unless you have a really good reason.
Do all the exploration up here?
I'm pretty sure. I looked at all 3 of these things.
Did you talk to everyone?
Yeah, they, didn't have much to say. Whoops.
We see what the frogs think.
Did not mean to go to the quarry. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to head back to the bog.
Hey, Max.
Yeah?
With your new head, is it the sacks of flylants? I think the bats think it is.
I just want you to sit in silence and think about what you've said.
Okay, good night.
Anyway. All right. Should probably go to Hame Quarry to figure out what... I did. Okay, I guess I can't do anything back here. Okay, there's a whole thing here. Now here's a sad sight. Old house, abandoned long ago to the swamp. Half sunk in the wet muck that passes in these parts for roads. Might have been a nice family that lived in the house one time. Now you look at it. It's a shame is all. Jeepers creepers, there's a bandit shot dead on the floor, right in the foyer. Must have come here looking for treasure. From the look of it, he wasn't the only one. Oh, the stink of death hangs heavy in this place, alright. Holy gosh, sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits and the entire defensive line of the Ocean City football team. Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on a buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Both groups came here searching for their fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Wherever that double dealer who sold him the tip is now, he'd better be smiling. Oh, he's here in the kitchen. Also shot. By a bandit and a linebacker, looks like. But he got him too. Poor pathetic souls. Now the bedroom. The finish line, and here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You'd figure they'd have been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box on a nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple trinkets. Nothing rots a person like greed. Yoink! Continue where I was going. Amethyst earrings and grindstone ring. Almost all of your random... Oh god, no.
But it's not salesman.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
Does the guy say anything more?
This guy?
Yeah. Hey there, can't help noticing you haven't done anything to the statue yet.
I guess I want to talk about it some more.
Alright, well, from where I'm standing, it's a pretty straightforward thing. Just walk over there and yank that emerald out of its socket.
I don't understand why you want that.
Didn't I already explain this, pal? I want the spot to be permanent. I want to keep this body.
It seems rude to do this to those people.
Don't take their side. They deserve what they got.
They deserve to be turned into frogs?
Hey, you see that like being a frog sucks or something?
Well, come on.
I ain't taking something to that. It's specious. Being a frog ruled. Can you breathe through your skin? I didn't think so.
Oh, so you want to go back to being a frog then? How do you know how the statue works?
I just kind of know. It's like I can hear the frog god speaking to me through the idol, sort of. Not exactly. It's hard to explain.
Gosh, maybe you're the frog chosen one or something.
Well, I'll try not to get a swelled head about it.
Your head is bigger than your whole body was before, though.
Yeah, good job. That was literally the joke I was making. Try to keep up, kid.
Ah, I see. Why don't you take the gym out yourself?
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't exactly have the fine motor control over this body yet. I can't even stand up straight without falling over.
You're doing pretty well. The others can't even talk yet.
Oh, really? Must be because I'm the frog chosen one.
Ha! I mean, you might be.
Kid, I am pretty sure that's not a thing.
Why do you want to be a human so much?
Because it's exciting and new. Check out these thumbs. Are you kidding me? Some of the climbing type frogs have rudimentary thumbs, but not like these tadpoles. I'm going to give so many thumbs up to people, and it's going to be great.
You said being a frog ruled, though.
Well, sure, but come on. You like... what's the thing humans like?
Fast car sandwiches and having sex. Sandwiches?
What's that?
It's kind of food. Get some bread and...
Okay, I don't need the recipe. Maybe later. The point is, you can't eat only sandwiches your whole life, right? You get bored.
A frog gave you this emerald. How's that possible?
Oh, that was probably me. I mean him.
Try that again?
This human's mind in my frog body. I was hopping around in here when it happened.
You were in this cave? It's kind of far from water.
Yeah, but I've always been really drawn to this statue. Oh, maybe I am the frog chosen one. Kneel before me, human. Just kidding. I've always been pretty devout, though.
A particularly religious frog?
Well, unlike we humans, frogs only had the one god. And if there's only one game in town, you might as well play, right?
That seems important. Well,
Look, kid, if you're trying to convince me to change my mind about this, well, it's not working.
Shoot.
If you want to try the argument again, be my guest. I haven't gotten anywhere to be at this moment.
I don't know if I've got any more points to make.
Well, maybe if you make them in a different order, it'll help. This is the first time I've ever had an argument with anyone, so I'm still figuring it out myself.
Let me catch my breath for a second. Okay, I think I see what we're doing. Please stop moving around.
It's a logic puzzle, in that it's a puzzle of logic.
Alright, let's see.
Put these logics in a logical order to puzzle your way out of this logic. Puzzle.
Okay, I think it seems rude to do this to those people this first one, because that's how I get him to say that being a frog is awesome. Then, why do you want to be a human so much?
Now you'll notice when you do these in a different order, he does say some new things.
I'm keeping an eye out.
This is the same order so far.
What's the things humans like? Fast cars?
All day, every day, get one.
A frog gave me this emerald. How's that possible?
This human's mind is in my frog body. I was hopping around in here when it happened. Probably woke up first and stole the jewel. Again! That's just like him. At least I assume so, based on the only fact I know about him, which is that he steals jewels.
How do you know how the statue works? Frog... Okay. Why don't you take the gem yourself? I'm getting a bit of logic here. Like, I know how to start, I'm pretty sure.
Feel free to experiment around a bit, see what he says.
Why do you want to be a human so much? Thumbs are pretty good. I guess I don't appreciate mine enough.
Right? Forget being a fraud. Being a fraud sucked, and I guarantee the others agree with me.
Well, if you say so.
Humans get out of those dumb frog bodies. Serves them right.
It seems rude to do this to those people.
Don't take their side. They deserve what they got.
They deserve to be turned into frogs?
That's right, they do. Those guys blaspheme against the frog god, and being stuck with those dumb frog bodies is their just desserts.
That seems really harsh.
Well, the lesson to take away from this is don't hop with the frog god.
So now I'm getting him to say the opposite.
Right, so how do you pincer him with his own logic? Of being a frog sucks, but being a... But
being a frog is awesome.
Well, he never actually says that. Well, no, he only says that one way.
Yeah, so I did this I did these one. I basically did it 1 and then 2, and he says being a frog is awesome. I do 2 and then 1, and he says being a frog sucks.
Now, I'll be honest, I don't remember the one that I eventually did to make it work, but
You're doing pretty well. The others can't even talk yet.
really? Huh. Wonder why that is.
Maybe because you're more religious than the others?
No, I mean, I'm devout as hot, but the others aren't less devout. Frogs all share the same mind.
Oh yeah, are you still connected to the others?
No, I can't hear them thinking anymore. To be honest, it's nice to finally get a little peace and quiet.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Nope. I'm trying to talk to this guy, but he keeps moving around, and that's really annoying.
Yeah, the fact that he hops in front of the statue is annoying.
How do you know how the statue works? Chosen one. Chosen one. Now, why do you want to be a human so much? Yeah, it's done. Frog bodies. Seems rude to do this to these people. Oh, I thought maybe if I'm like, you're the chosen frog, and then he says frog sucks, might be different. Okay, I think. Okay. If I say, how the statue works, or I'm sure you'll eventually get
let him
yeah,
figure it out.
yeah. Okay. All right. I need to remind myself
this.
of what it is that does it. Oh, why don't you take the gem out yourself? You're doing pretty well. The others can't even talk yet.
Really, yeah. Maybe it's because I'm right here next to the statue or something.
Like you're getting more of its energy or whatever.
Sure, why not?
Maybe that's because you're right here getting all that weird statue energy, like the talking thing.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that makes sense. We avoided the chosen one thing now.
And a frog gave you this emerald. You were in this cave. It's kind of far from water.
Spent a lot of time in here. Don't know why. It's a nice cave.
He shrugs.
Did I get that shrug right? I'm still practicing it.
Why do you want to be a human so much? And it seems rude to do this to these people. Okay, but are they all guilty? That one frog gave you the emerald to fix the statue with. He seemed like a pretty good guy, at least.
That was the one who stole the eye in the first place. He's the particular guy who wrecked the statue.
Maybe he feels bad about it?
I'm sure he does. Now that he's being punished. You can't take the slime that don't do the crime.
Oh, boy.
That was
Okay.
something there.
Yeah. Well, doing things in different orders, we're getting more information, but okay, let me this specifically something I'm trying to
Chosen one.
not that one. I'm specifically trying to
Stole the jewel.
why don't you take the gem out yourself? How did I get him to mention being devout? How did I do that one?
I forget.
Okay, okay, so being a frog rules. So, why do you want to be a human so much? What's the things humans like? Having sex?
Oh wow, you guys do that too? This is gonna be amazing.
Okay, but
Woo! Can't wait to see what that's like.
I
totally forgotten the point I was gonna make.
maybe that's what I needed. How do you know how the statue works? Take the gem out yourself.
Chosen one.
Okay, so I need to talk about Chosen One and then choose the one at the bottom. Okay, so, I need to know how the statue works.
Chosen One.
Chosen One. Anyway, a frog gave me this emerald. Chosen One. Nah, pretty devout. That seems important. It seems rude to do this to those people. Being a frog does not suck. Why do you want to be a human then? What's the thing humans like? Having sex. Why don't you take the gem out yourself? How many possible combinations of 5 numbers without repeating? 120. Okay, we'll be here for a while, folks. Or wait, hang on. Or 32. What? Yeah, no, it's 120. Okay.
Yeah, I was at this a while.
So I feel like what I want to do is be on the track of making him think being a frog is awesome.
I'm not sure he ever said that, though.
No, he
He
did.
said, don't be racist.
No, he actively said it. Being a frog ruled. Can you breathe through your skin? Now, why do you want to be a human so much? You said being a frog ruled, but, well, sure, but come on. You like having sex. Totally forgotten what point he was going to make, okay. Let's see.
Battle of the Stream, world's longest argument.
No, that was West of Loathing. The lawyer thing there.
Prawn switch gender. Yeah, that's a thing from Jurassic Park. That was like the whole basis of the plot on there. It's like, don't worry, we only made female dinosaurs. That way we could control the population. But we also had to supplement some of the dinosaur DNA with frog DNA because we couldn't actually find entire sets of it. It's not all frauds, but some frauds do, depending on nature.
I'm really tempted to just throw the eye back into the thing and skip this whole thing.
Then that would mean you gave up.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like I'm on the
What
right.
you're doing right now doesn't seem to be working. Now might be the time to experiment with wild, crazy ones.
Oh, whoops. On the topic of sandwiches, what do you guys want in a sandwich? Do you like crust or are you a non-crust person? How weird do you like your sandwiches versus what would you rather not do? I have this thing from childhood where I can't eat the top crust on bread, so I need that removed.
What do you mean the top crust?
Like, you know how bread is shaped like it's kind of square and then like at the top it's a little round instead?
Uh-huh.
That top part needs to be removed.
What?
It's some when I was a kid, I think I convinced myself that it tasted bad, specifically that part. And since then, it has just been so ingrained in my OCD that I am not exaggerating when I say I genuinely cannot bring myself to eat it. It has to be removed.
You gaslit yourself?
I think so, but I was also a kid. But still, like, because of my OCD and everything, like, I can't break that. It is... I've tried eating it, and it really does taste disgusting to me, even though I know, logically, it's just the same as the rest of the crust. But, other than that, I like when the bread is soft enough that I basically can't even tell it's there. I want to be able to focus on what's in the sandwich. So in theory, a non-crust person. I'm fine with 3/4 of the crust.
I prefer soft sandwiches. Occasionally, I get in the mood for a toasted sandwich, but mostly I prefer soft. I have a number of sandwiches I actually like, although I do find in general I'm not a fan of like lettuce and tomato and roughage like that on it. I am very much a condiment person though, and occasionally I do find something odd. For a while there, what I really enjoyed was the classic meatball and Parmesan sub sandwich, but I would also put mayonnaise on it. I don't know why. But generally my preferred lunch meat though is ham. But I also do other things with it, like after we make like Thanksgiving turkey or just one of those months we decide to make turkey, I'll like carve the whole thing up and it'll just be, what do I feel like eating? Do I want to assemble the plate of sides and meats and such? And nah, fuck it. I'll just put some of these slabs of turkey on this bread and make a sandwich. Nom 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 nom. And recently I've been introduced to chicken salad sandwiches, which has been interesting, because normally I'm used to it being a whole process to make myself a sandwich. But with chicken salad, you literally just plop it on the bread, no condiments, no nothing, and just eat it. Occasionally you do put chips on it though, just for different textures and stability. But I do say though, I prefer not to eat the butts of bread if I need to.
I'm sorry,
not
what?
Like French bread, the butt of the bread, like the very end pieces, which are like what have one entire side as crust.
Oh, yeah, I call those end pieces.
I call them butts.
I'm generally fine with those, though I vastly prefer using them for toast.
Agreed. They're better for toast, and I generally prefer not to have those on my soft sandwiches, but I will eat them if there's no other bread. It's just I prefer to avoid them because A, they're the end pieces, and if you eat them, then the rest of the loaf goes worse quicker. And B, they're usually smaller. And seeing they're usually harder. The heel of the bread. Ah, 3 different words.
You mean the heel of the bread?
I prefer calling it the bread butt because then there's alliteration. Toasted, non-crusted bread, peanut butter, bologna, cheese turkey, cheese chicken, cheese ham, peanut butter, toasted, non-crusted bread. Well, shit, that just sounds like a thick-ass sandwich. In my opinion, once you get over like 5 things in the bread, it's starting to get to be an ordeal to fit in your mouth. It is thick but delicious. Fair enough. I'm not really much of a peanut butter person myself, though. Never really have been. I've been much more of a jelly person.
Oh.
Aha, you're getting there.
For being a frog. Well, except you can't really guarantee that because you don't share the same mind anymore. You don't know what they're thinking.
Oh, look at you, all used to having hairs and being able to split them.
It's true, though. It seems rude to do this to those people.
I'll take their side.
But are they all guilty? That one frog gave me the emerald to fix a statue with. He seemed like a pretty good guy, at least.
I was the one who stole it.
And now you want to wreck it even more. You're the super devout and religious frog, right? Doesn't make any sense that you wouldn't want to fix it.
Well, sometimes you gotta break some eggs if you want to make a broken egg thing, some kind of food or whatever.
Yeah, right. Look, what I'm hearing
Okay, look, this sounds like you got the correct one. Scroll up so we can see what the order was.
Okay, because I'll be completely honest, I was clicking things in random orders.
Yeah, so let's actually read the whole conversation that succeeded.
Alright, how do you know how the statue works?
Chosen one. Oh, wait, no, we're actually reading it.
Yeah.
I just kind of know. It's like I can hear the frog speaking to me through the idol, sort of. But not exactly. It's hard to explain.
Gosh, maybe you're the frog chosen one or something.
Well, I'm trying to get a swelled head about it.
Your head is bigger than your whole body was before, though.
Yeah, good job, kid. That's the joke I was trying to make. Try to keep up.
I see. A frog gave me this emerald. How's that possible?
That was probably me. I mean, him.
Try that again?
This human's mind in my frog body. I was hopping around in here when it happened.
You were in this cave? It's kind of far from water.
Yeah, but I've always been really drawn to this statue. Maybe I am the frog chosen one. Kneel before me.
No.
Just kidding. I've always been pretty devout, though.
A particularly religious frog?
Well, unlike you, we humans, frogs only had the one god, and there's only one game in town. You might as well play, right?
That seems important. Why don't you take the gem out yourself?
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't exactly have fine motor control over this body yet. I can't even stand up without falling over.
You're doing pretty well. The others can't even talk yet.
Really? Huh. Wonder why that is.
Maybe because you're more religious than the others?
No, I mean, I'm devout as hop, but the others aren't less devout. Frogs all share the same mind.
Oh yeah, are you still connected to the others?
No, can't hear them thinking anymore. To be honest, it's nice to finally get a little peace and quiet.
That's interesting. Why do you want to be a human so much?
Because it's exciting and new. Check out these thumbs. Are you kidding me? Some of the climbing type frogs have rudimentary thumbs, but not like these tadpoles. I'm going to give so many thumbs up to people. It's going to be great.
Thumbs are pretty good. I guess I don't appreciate mine enough.
Right? Forget being a frog. Being a frog sucked, and I guarantee the others agree with me.
Well, except you can't really guarantee that because you don't share the same mind anymore. You don't know what they're thinking.
Oh, look at you, all used to having hairs and being able to split them.
It's true, though. It seems rude to do this to those people.
I'll take their side. They deserve what they got.
They deserve to be turned into frogs?
That's right, they do. Those guys blasphemed against the frog god, and being stuck with those dumb frog bodies is their just desserts.
Okay, but are they all guilty? That one frog gave me the emerald to fix a statue with. He seemed like a pretty good guy, at least.
That was the one who stole the eye in the first place. He's the particular guy who wrecked the statue.
And now you want to wreck it even more. You're the super devout and religious frog, right? It doesn't make any sense that you wouldn't want to fix it.
Well, sometimes you gotta break some eggs if you want to make a broken egg thing. Some kind of food or whatever.
Yeah, right. Look, what I'm hearing here is you think all the humans should suffer for the actions of just one guy who did something that you want to make worse, and you don't even know how the other frogs feel about it.
That's, alright, kid, I guess you got me dead to rights.
Ha! In that face which isn't actually yours!
Thing is, though, your point being valid doesn't obligate me to change my mind.
Oh.
But, I'll tell you what. If you can prove to me that the other former frogs around here don't want to be humans, and it was really only one human to blame for this blasphemy, then maybe we can work out a better solution to this.
How do I do that?
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Go wander around and poke at stuff and talk to people. That's your whole deal.
The other frog people can't talk, though, remember? I tried on my way here, probably.
Oh, yeah. Well, probably being next to the statue helped me develop faster, so maybe it would help them too? What do you think that emerald you got?
Give him the emerald.
Okay, yeah, this eye isn't glowing like the other one is, see? Maybe it can be recharged.
He holds the emerald against the statue, and after a moment it begins to glow softly.
Nice. Okay, take this and see if it doesn't help you communicate with the others. I'll cool my ears in here a while you're gone. That's a thing you do with heals, right?
Right. Oh, I never introduced myself. I'm Maxon Ryston.
Oh, yeah, names, right. I'm Frogger Eelting.
Frogger Eelting? Huh, do all frogs have frog in their name like that?
No, frogs don't have names. One mine, remember? I just kind of found this name. In here.
In this cave?
In this guy's head. Don't ask me to explain that. I don't get it either. Mere coincidence, though, right?
Yeah, huh. Alright. The emerald eye of the frog are glow salty. Hi there. How's being a human treating you?
You have any water? Pour some water on me.
Excuse me?
My skin's too dry. I'm drying out.
That's not really a problem for humans. I mean, I guess it's a small problem. You can get moisturizer cream for it.
What are you talking about? I'm dying here.
If you could name a frog, what would you name it? I would either do the obvious thing of naming it Kermit, or I would subvert it by naming it Gonzo. I'm pretty sure you can't die of dry skin.
I'm worried all the good frog names got taken up in Amphibia, like Hopadiah. I won't be able to breathe. I'll shrivel up and die.
That's not how...
Water. Water.
So, if I were to ask if you're enjoying being human... Never mind. Hi there, how's it going?
Sorry, coughing from doing dying noises.
Missed opportunity? More like a missed opportunity!
I'm so hungry. I can't catch anything.
I deserve this! Alright, anyway. Catch?
This new tongue isn't nearly long enough. I see a fly go past and claw.
He sticks his tongue out as far as he can.
Nothing. I'm starving.
Have you tried using your hands?
My hands are always touching the ground.
Well...
This is the most unhygienic thing I've ever heard. Disgusting.
So, would you say you're enjoying being human? I'll put you down as no.
Would you care to fill out this survey on your experiences of being human so far?
Hi?
0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Hello. What was that weird sound?
What sound?
That sound I just made. There it is again.
Do you mean talking?
I guess. What's all these different noises? Normally I just go ribbit and everyone gets what I mean.
Well, you're human now. It works differently for us.
Wildly inefficient and clumsy and confusing. I don't like this at all.
Well, how do you like being a human apart from that?
Ribbit. Even a basic ribbit sounds all weird and gross.
Guess I'll put you down as doesn't like it. Hi there, how are you feeling?
What's going on? Where am I? What am I?
Judging by your suit and office, you're in the body of a wealthy quarry owner.
I don't know what that means. It has something to do with money. I suddenly want a lot of that, whatever it is.
Around here, money is more specifically called meat.
Meat, gotcha. Do you have any? Give me some.
Sorry, no, I need that for purchasing goods and services.
Is that what it's for? Are goods and services not just available for those that need them?
Wow, I really don't have time to explain capitalism to you.
Well, whatever. I don't need to understand how much stuff works. I just know that I need that sweet meat.
It's kind of disturbing how quickly you've picked this up.
Come on, man. I'm desperate. My meat number isn't going up at all. Help me out here.
I'm just gonna back away now.
Max, no. His meat number.
Hey, you haven't seen a key for the safe around, have you?
A key? Is that what this little pointy brass doohickey in my leg skin hole is?
A pocket. It's called a pocket. And yeah, probably. Can I have it?
Which meat are you going to give me?
I'll give you...
A million meat.
I'll give you 50 meat.
For 50, you can rent the key for 1 minute.
Sure, whatever. It's a deal. Hand over the meat and the frogman lends you his breast key.
All this meat I'm going to use to get more meat, and then use that meat to get more meat. It's important in its own right, as a way to keep the score against other people who do not have a lot of meat.
Okay, let's not get too unsubtle here. You unlock the safe, return the key, and find a bunch of tins of fancy, expensive caviar. Riche en foie brand caviar. It doesn't actually say caviar, it says boulettes de poisson salé. But the picture on the side of the tin looks like caviar. There's a lot of it in that safe. The forum must really be into the finer things in life, where finer is defined as expensive. A bunch of papers and stuff, you want to look through them. Yeah, okay. You shovel the papers around. They're mainly invoices and receipts. The three things you find of interest are a yacht catalog, a telegram, and a receipt to the Pinkertons. Receipt. It's got the fancy Pinkerton's National Detective Agency logo at the top, and the charge listed is 500 meat for services rendered on July 6th of last year. Read the telegram. Dear sir, prepare to offer 250,000 for each emerald of cut color and clarity you describe stop. Please telephone to arrange visit and inspection by our expert stop. Regards, Seymour Hardier. 500,000 meat. Jeez, I'll buy a whole lot of gumballs. There's a picture of a particularly fancy yacht that's been circled in red ink. The price is listed as 200,000 meat. Good grief, you'd have to grind a whole lot of random encounters to see that kind of money. Well, that tears it. The guy running this place is absolutely horrible. Examine in detail. There's a lot of incidents of workers being written up for complaining. Also a lot of injury reports. And wow, the salaries listed are pathetic, nearly to the point of being criminal. You'll also find a handwritten letter from one of the workers, formally requesting that the crew be issued new hard hats. Scrolled across the bottom in another hand is the comment, "Ha! What does he think I'm made of money?" Wait, can I do anything?
A lot of clues in there.
I don't think I can do anything. Okay, yeah. Yeah? Alright, well, I'll look around again, but I remember there was nothing here. Oh. Clearly the employees here weren't being fed very well. Possibly at all. Maybe that's why there weren't very many. Maybe they ate each other. Hang on. There was something else popped up. Oh no, it was just someone. Okay. An institutional metal bed frame and the thinnest mattress you've ever seen. The sheets are all tattered too, although they look like someone's doing their best to keep them clean. There's a note on the headboard. Whoever's doing it, please take your boots off when it's your turn to use the bed, no matter how tired you are. Hi, excuse me.
Don't eat me.
Wow, geez, I'm not gonna eat you.
Hey, it's that joke from when I played Ocarina of Time for the channel.
Hoo-hoo!
Eat me.
Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Ah! No, sorry, you startled me. I thought you were a snake for a second. Or an owl.
You don't really need to worry about owls. I mean, okay, you should be careful about talking ones, but...
What are you talking about?
Well, you're much bigger now.
Sure, so just imagine how big the owls must be. Giant owls big enough to eat a frog my size in one bite. Can you imagine? Nowhere is safe. They'll smash down the shack like it was nothing.
I better go.
Repent.
You're going to give me nightmares. Hey, is it okay if I look at these lockers?
Do you understand what I'm saying? No. Fuck.
Is it okay if I look at these lockers?
No, don't. What if there's a giant tortoise in there?
I don't know what that is.
It's a type of frog-eating owl from New Zealand.
Well, through some sort of hilarious coincidence... Hang on. Well, that was uncomfortable. You ever...
Did you get a frog in your throat?
I was gonna say, you ever cough and you swear it feels like something in your throat moved? Like there's something solid in there? I just drank water and was like, get down. Well, through some sort of hilarious coincidence or misadventure, there does happen to be one in there. It'll get me first, and you can run away.
Okay.
Search the lockers. Hoo-hoo! Link, hello!
I knew it.
There's actually not much in the way of personal possessions in here. Ragged clothes, some cracked and dented hard hats, a few family photos taped inside the doors, and a note that says, taping photographs on the inside of the locker doors is a violation of protocol and will be noted on your record. Management. I think I'm just gathering information that the guy here is an asshole.
I will point out you got a date at one point.
Oh, right, yeah. Hang on. It was like, we got 2 dates. The day's paper tells of the disappearance of the charter riverboat Longfellow. All passengers and crew are presumed deceased. The riverboat's owner, Henry Longfellow, is quoted as saying, "There are many things that are long, such as boats in some distances, but the longest of all is grief." The article is not much help, but further down the page, there's a coupon for free meat. Click the coupon out. Coupon for free meat. Just sell it? Who'd print this? There's an article about a miners' strike at Haim Quarry. Apparently the workers were striking for better pay, living conditions, and safety. The strike was broken up by the Pinkertons, and 1 worker was killed and 2 others wounded in the resulting fight. The article ends with a note from the editor. "We would like to make it clear that the workers were neither miners nor, strictly speaking, miners." Ed. Jeez. I don't think there's anything... Oh, nope. Something here. The month's papers tell of the McElhatton murder trial, which ended in mistrial when the star witness was metamorphosed into a tree, the 3rd such incident that year. Mr. McElhatton praised the outcome as a victory for the rule of law and forestation. There's something about that wrecked riverboat in the swamp. Today, a new charter riverboat, the Longfellow, was announced. Those possessed of sufficient endowment to charter the vessel are guaranteed the time of their lives, according to the boat's owner, Mr. Henry Longfellow, who is the younger and longer brother of poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. At the riverboat's champagne christening on the Crystal Dream River, one reporter was heard to joke, "Is there a longest fellow?" To which Mr. Longfellow replied somberly, "No, that is a myth." All right. So I gather that none of the frogs enjoy being frog. Can I do anything at Frog Bog? Let's see. We have dialogue now.
Yeah, the swamp really stinks. Barf, barf.
Is there a scientific reason for that?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a scientific explanation for everything. That's what science is. Chemistry isn't my specialty, but I think basically it's because decaying plant matter produces methane that mixes with sulfur in the mud, resulting in pessimal smellification.
That's flammable, though, right? Could you use it to power your robot or something?
I don't want my robot to smell like egg farts, but here, if you want to experiment, when I'm not around, I'll bottle some for you.
Increases the damage of your magical weapon attacks by 5. Thanks!
Thank you.
Okay, the people as frogs don't have anything to say.
The pentacles have anything to say?
I think they said ow. Piano! Alright.
Oh, hey, and you're like finding out about the frogs and the humans and vice versa.
I've talked to all the frogs.
What about the human side of things?
Yeah, I'm done investigating all that.
Great. So what'd you find out?
Well, all of the frogs either hate their new human bodies or they're being driven crazy by them. They're all having a really terrible time.
Oh, geez, really? Well, that stinks. I like those guys.
On the human side, it's clear that everyone working here was super miserable except the foreman, who was keeping all of the profits for himself while he paid the workers basically nothing and spent even less than that on maintaining the place. Also, he was planning on selling those emeralds. I can basically guarantee that the foreman forced the guy you're wearing to take the eye.
Well, that sounds pretty conclusive.
I like how his smile went away. So what
Yeah,
now?
it sucks whenever you told him how bad the frogs were. He's like, oh.
So what now?
Hop. I guess you better go ahead and change everyone back. It's gonna suck to go back to being a frog and tasting this sweet human freedom, but the other frogs hate this and the humans don't deserve it, so go ahead and put the emerald back in the idol.
There might be another option.
What do you mean?
Well, we've got one frog who wants to be a human, and one human who sucks that should probably get some justice, right?
Swap me into the foreman's body and change everyone else back.
Yeah, can we do that? Is that a thing?
Let's see. If the swats really were, a proximity sort of thing, then if we got, Okay, yeah, I think it might be doable. No guarantees, but hey, when are there ever guarantees, am I right?
What's your plan?
First thing we need to do,
And by we, you mean me?
naturally, is get the foreman's body and my frog body down here next to the idol.
How do I do that?
Well, how do you humans generally get people to do things you want them to do?
Bribery?
I was going to say ask nicely, but when you think about it, a bribe is the ultimate form of asking nicely.
Okay, I'm on it. How the fuck am I gonna know which one is is that guy? Well, no, it was the one with the emerald. It was the one with the emerald. I guess. I think. Hey, can I get you to follow me for a minute? There's something I need to show you.
I don't have time to do things a poor person does. The only place I'm going to is to the top.
Please? It's important.
The only important thing is, to me, is M-U-N... How do you spell money?
With an O.
M-O-N-N-E-Y.
Maybe I can make it worth your while.
Oh yes, are you going to give me more meat? I must warn you, that now that I've established myself as human of wealth, my price has increased drastically.
How much?
12 billion meat.
That isn't a real number.
Numbers go on forever. You don't know them all.
How about this tin of
He's got
fancy
us there.
caviar? How about this tin of fancy caviar?
What's that?
Fish eggs.
Ugh. That sounds like something a frog would eat, and I am a human person.
No, this is a food specifically liked by rich human people. You can tell because the label is in French, see?
Something about the juxtaposition of the words food and French makes me deeply uncomfortable. No thank you.
You shrug and put the caviar back in the safe. You aren't feeling either hoity or toity enough to eat it yourself. Fine, I'll go look for something else. Wait, really?
Do you want me to save you time on this?
Let me see if, like, hang on. Okay, give me a moment first. Okay, let me go to the frog bog. Let me see if I can do this part. Hey, thanks for more money. Hey, there's a guy over there who... Alright, Hey, I'm looking for a specific frog. I mean, guy. The guy who was in the cave with the weird statue. Frogs just sort of stare at you. Probably the guy who took the emerald out of it. It's fine, though. No harm done. Well, kind of a lot of harm done, actually, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't your fault. I'm not here to hassle you about it. I just need your help fixing this. Frogs are say, hello? Okay. Okay, where do I go? Because right now it seems like I can't do anything in either of these areas.
Back to the quarry. Or not the quarry, the relevant quarry.
The Haim Quarry?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, hang on, I have a theory. Yep.
Is it horrible enough for you?
I'm sorry to anyone who has a fear of bugs. God, I don't like that noise.
Alucard's over there like, I am no longer the biggest bug in the room and I am uncomfortable.
Giant pile of squirming maggots. Also a squirming pile of giant maggots. I now have a huge maggot.
I don't remember if this is a thing, but maybe you need his name.
Well, how about this big juicy maggot?
It is also frog food. I am a human, a wealthy human.
But look how fat and meaty it is! When did you ever see a maggot this size? Only the truly wealthy can afford to eat such an enormous maggot.
It does look pretty good.
I mean, I'd have eaten it myself already, but since I'm poor, I didn't think I deserved it. But if you don't want it, you move the maggot toward your mouth, slowing down considerably as you get closer. Rise in your hand like a weasel trapped in a wet rubber bag.
No, stop.
Oh, thank God.
Don't allow it. You're quite right. This maggot is a feast only for those who could truly appreciate it. Hand it over immediately.
Come with me to a cave at the quarry, and I'll give it to you when we get there.
Very well, if you insist.
You lead the frogman to the idol in the cave, give him the maggot, and convince him to stay there for a while with promises of more maggots later. Also, I do know this guy's name, I'm pretty sure. It's Frogger Eilding, so...
Right, but maybe...
Because he said he got that name, like, from the head of the person he's in.
Right. But maybe we could search, like, the employee records or something, or find a name that's similar to it, because he doesn't know human names. This is me guessing. I don't remember if that's actually what you do.
Examine them in detail. And not surprisingly, you don't find anyone named Frogger Eilding. You do find a guy named Roger Fielding, though. That makes much more sense as a human name. He has a lot of black marks on his record for things like not shutting up about workplace saving conditions and whining about food. Nice. Alright, Roger Fielding. Alright, you guys cooking up a batch of corn?
Nope, rats.
Ew.
Now that you're here, you got a whole another recipe comes to mind.
Bamboozle! Right, I remember that. Alright, Frog Bog. Hey, is anyone here named Roger Fielding? I'm looking for a man named Roger Fielding whose mind is trapped inside the body of a frog and I cannot believe what my life has become. A frog hops up to you. Hey, hi, are you Roger? I sure hope that means yes. Listen, I am this close to fixing this whole mess. I just need you to come back to that idol with me. Alright, lead him back.
So you got both of them. Nice work. Are you sure that's the right frog?
As sure as I can be. It's not like they have name tags. What's next?
Well, here's my plan. You put the emerald back in the statue, undoing the curse. The foreman and I both zap back into our original bodies. The foreman sees the emeralds, and because he's a greedy hopper, he grabs one, reactivating the curse. While he does that, I jump onto his head, ensuring that I'm the nearest frog to him when the switch happens.
Okay. I only see one thing wrong with this plan.
Well, what's that?
I don't want to be a frog! When he reactivates the curse, it'll switch everybody! Nothing is actually fixed by this!
Yeah, see, that's the other part of the plan. See, I think we can avoid that.
You think?
Because I'm a devourer, worshiper of the frog god, and all the frogs share one mind. So the whole frog mind prays to the frog god to only curse this one jerk who's stealing the eye from the statue, Hopefully, the frog god will listen.
Hopefully.
Look, if you got a better plan, I'm all ears. Well, just 2 ears. But that's 2 more than I used to have.
Fine, I'll put the eye back. Okay. Please give me
Are
the.
you ready to touch the statue?
Yes, I can't because these guys are here and it wants me. Thank fucking God. Statue's remaining eye glitters at you calmly and inscrutably. Return of the missing eye. In the interest of full disclosure, I should point out that this is a one-way decision. If you mess with the eye, you won't be able to change your mind afterwards, so don't mess this up. Return of the missing eye. You socket the missing emerald back to the statue. Both eyes flash with a brilliant green light, then dim again.
What blazes?
Ah, jeez, my brain feels all slimy and weird.
Loathing, did I tell you to give me those emeralds?
I thought I...
Forget it. Clearly, if I want something done right around here, I got to do it myself.
Stand back. As the foreman grabs the emerald and twists it, you see the frog jump onto his head and close its eyes real tight. The frog god's emerald's eyes flash a bright, almost blinding green light.
There, did it work?
Yeah, indeed, what worked, boss? You check your hands. They are thankfully your regular human hands. Yeah, it worked.
Ah, yes.
Take the other emerald. You pop the other emerald out of its socket. The frog god's eyes flare again and then go dark, this time for good. Another gleaming emerald. What the heck is going on here? I'll explain later.
What's going on here is you get a raise and a week's vacation. All the workers get a raise and a week's vacation.
Are you feeling okay, boss? It's going to take a lot of explaining.
Thanks for all your help, kid. Excellent, I should say. You did good.
No problem, Frogger, or whatever your name is now.
Unfortunately, I gotta ask you for that emerald back. I think I'm gonna need to sell these to get this place up to code and clean up the ecological damage, and pay the workers real salaries, and so on.
Shucks. Well, okay.
Yeah, maybe take this frog with you. Maybe you could teach him not to be such a hopwad.
Weird, thanks! Steals meat from your enemies.
Now you will forever have a mustache frog.
Yay!
It should be noted this quest, in general, just seems to have some of the best rewards in the game. If you do it a different way, that maggot you got can be one of the best hats in the game, because it gives you like a +1 to all stats or something.
Wow.
But you do have to wear a maggot.
Alright, you could be Roger now.
Well, what's going on?
Do you know the phrase, meet the new boss, same as the old boss? This is sort of the opposite of that.
Help me out here. I was a frog until just a minute ago.
Yeah, and the frog that was keeping your body warm for you is now driving the foreman around. I think you'll like him. He's a real decent guy.
Okay.
Might have to teach him some real unexpected things, though.
What do you
Frogger.
mean I can't be naked?
Frog gives you a big thumbs up. It takes him a couple tries.
Hey.
Alright, now let's go talk to the actual people. Everything alright?
What's going on? I heard there's a new foreman.
Well, in a sense, yeah. At any rate, things should run a lot more equitably around here from now on.
I think I had some kind of weird dream. I feel all groggy.
Close! Very close! Haha. How's it going?
My mouth feels weird, but other than that, everything's normal, I guess. Is it true we've got a new foreman?
Yep, that's a fact. Well, sort of, in a sense.
As long as we get some decent food around here, I'll be satisfied.
I don't think that'll be a problem, except that you might have to be real specific about what decent food means.
What?
Well, you'll see. Are you okay?
Be fine if I could just get some sleep instead of working 4 shifts. And the foreman declared a holiday. Do you think he'll give me a few hours off?
In fact, I heard him say everyone gets a whole week off.
Oh, thank God, I'm so tired. I could sleep on a granite block. Like the one right there, which is where I've actually been sleeping. On alternate Sundays.
Wow. I want the caviar. What is the point of the caviar? I can whatever. Mess hall. Okay, there's still no one in here. Everything okay?
I heard Mr. Haim had some sort of change of heart. Is it true?
I don't know about his heart, but you could say he changed his mind.
I like that your hat now just makes it look like you're smirking every time you speak. You could say he changed his mind.
You can say he... Hang on. No, I got this. I know, but you could say he changed his mind. Yeah! I need to
That's
get
wonderful news. Do you think he'd buy me a new mop? Mine only has the stick left.
Wow, if your expectations are that low, you're gonna have a real surprise.
A bucket?
Hey, out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on owls?
I mean, they're a little loud, but I mean, they're nice.
Alright, good.
Why do you ask?
Hoo-hoo!
Ah. Why did I glitch?
Alright, we did it!
You startled me, Mr. Owl.
Alright, owls are cute but got long ass legs. Yeah, owls are weird.
Owls have long legs?
Hang on, let me see. Hang on. Owl legs. I'm gonna be on a list now, probably. Yep! yep, it's what I was thinking of. Hang on. I'm gonna put this on stream and show it to you. Cause this is a thing, alright.
How should I look at this?
I'll put it in voice chat spam in a moment. And let me just also put it up on screen. Whoops. No, come on. Keep that up. There we go. And boop.
It's like one of those old cartoons.
I just imagine him like picking up his body, leaving his big legs, and then running.
It's like whenever like Tom and Jerry or something will like roll up their fur and there'd just be like a human female leg beneath it.
Yeah. Alright. Whoops. Didn't mean to go here, but I guess we're here now. Why did I guess Swamp Haunch? I know nothing about it. Okay. Alright, I think Dolphin House is like the next major thing that we haven't done yet. Like
you do have 11 locks to find there.
Yeah. Let's go there. Keep running into this guy. The old Dolphin House. Dolphin padlock key, tarnished. Key inside is not the key to this car. If you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree this is a real shame.
Hey, Max.
Yeah?
There's a dirty fence over there.
Okay. Oh.
That is something else we need to do. But luckily this one is more contained.
Oh, okay, I need the padlocks, not the keys.
Correct.
Well, I need the keys to get the padlocks, but...
Your twist of Frogbog, I think it said as a Daphne and Dolphin as one word.
Oh,
Dolphin.
No, I think they're talking about, like, the pronunciation of this.
Oh, Dolphin, okay.
Dolphin. Dolphin.
Dolphin.
This bathtub is full of steaming blood! Oh no, it's just water that's tinted red by light. I'm fishing now. Calpurnia dolphin died of natural causes. Mopey dolphin died of natural causes. Hortense dolphin died of natural causes. Beasley dolphin died of natural causes. Goldilocks dolphin died of natural causes. Fancyworth dolphin died of natural causes.
Did you adjust the radio already?
Ah. Yes.
How many more do we have to do?
I don't know. I'll take a look in a moment. It's one of those surfing carts they use in posh hotels, and in posh manor houses apparently, with a big silver platter covered with a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head! Or a roast of some kind. Cautiously reach out and grip the handle, then take a deep breath. Slowly you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek underneath. Oh, it's empty. A key and a block of ice. Oh, one of the padlocks is just there. I didn't even have to... Okay. There's nothing good in the fridge no matter how many times you look. Boy, we all know that feeling, right? Alright, I have a key that's in a block of ice.
Only you had something hot.
There we go. I did it. And I got stuff. Alright. Let me see here. I have 5 of the padlocks. We're already almost halfway done and we haven't even gone to the second floor yet. Toy box is disappointingly empty. Not even a BB gun or a creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding elsewhere. Work pants and a wire coat hanger. Shiny key. God, I'm gonna have to come back here later, aren't I? Door's padlocked. Here we go. Radium Rouge. Padlock key disappointing? Ah, the attic. Handmade radio. A radio small enough to carry. Amazing! Maybe if you listen to it periodically, it'll warn you about any nearby monsters that are actually manifestations of your repressed traumas. Or maybe it'll just give you the baseball scores.
I would suggest you read these.
You hold the radio up to your ear. A boy's voice asks, "Gee, Pop, where'd you get all that treasure? Is it a cursed pirate hoard stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization?" Haha, no, son. Nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets.
Is that what our GTA characters say?
Oh! Mom, a terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand! Now, dear, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid the key in the potted plant in the hallway like he always does. Who stole my golden arm? Ah, come on, sis. Don't you know any other ghost stories? That's the only one you ever tell.
The screen is a little small, so when you went into the bookshelf, I thought it said a bookshelf full of books all about porn.
That's the attic. For goodness sake, Agnes, you're obsessed. Obsessed with taping things to the backs of paintings. Just like your Aunt One-Eyed Calpurnia Dolphin. You'll probably die peacefully in your sleep just like she did. Rude. Hang on, do I have a... Okay, I do.
What do you mean, rude?
Sticky? I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It was stuck to the back of the painting.
Oh, that's not what that one is for. Remember, Ralphie, you mustn't ever open the door to strangers. Okay, Mom, because it might be a kidnapper or a murderer, right? Oh, I'm sure that would never happen. But it might be a vacuum cleaner salesman. We already have one. No, it's more likely to be a paperclip salesman. Breathing apparatus, yeah. Look, I'm just.
You have a breathing apparatus.
I know. I'm just seeing if there's if the key that I have works for anything around here. And also
check the shed.
And also this. Ralphie, what on earth do you have flushing? Do you keep flushing this fish zester down the commode? Have you been possessed by some otherworldly or demonic force? No, Dad. I just thought it'd be a funny place to hide it. I'm also just trying to, like, hear the stuff that's everywhere. Please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because, counterintuitive though it may be, dull knives actually cause more accidents. Yes, Mother, I understand.
He's not wrong.
Did you flush? Yeah, I did. Clarence, I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. We certainly have been fortunate and doubtless will remain so.
How many death flags can we plant in our yard?
Oh my, Clarence! Why are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you alright? Were you attacked by a burglar or an axe murderer? Calm down, Agnes. I'm fine. I'm just practicing changing the oil in our car. Handsaw. And padlock. And another padlock key. Alright, this one's rusty. There is... not up here. No, still not that one.
Then what else have you not unlocked?
I know that I gotta go into where the water is. I'm trying to hold off on that. Ah, here we go. Find Shina helmet. +4 weapon to magical weapon attacks.
Oof. That's rough, Madeline.
Ugh. Ouch.
Trying to pull a Mr. Incredible pilot, aren't you? For those that don't know, in a scene that never made it to the movie in The Incredibles, they were at a barbecue and Bob was slicing the steak and got distracted during a conversation and then slammed the cleaver down over 2 of his fingers. Obviously, being a superhero, this didn't actually hurt him and more just bent the metal, but because no one else knows he's a superhero and he's supposed to lay low, he has to pretend to start freaking out. And so his wife also takes away, covers his hand and bandages, and she's like, you know what this means, right? And he's just like, yeah, I know, a couple weeks of scar tissue, fake hospital report. And she's like, yeah, that's true, but also this means I get to cook next time.
Alright.
It was funny because he would actually lift up the knife and then just be perfect indents for his fingers and be like, oh, quick, puts it back down. Oh no, I cut my fingers off.
Rusty can of something.
That's fishy swa.
Worcestershire sauce.
No, it's fishy swa. It's
Worcestershire
sauce. No, it's fishy swa. It's potato soup.
No, I know. I'm saying something that I can't pronounce.
I only know that because of Tales of Vesperia, where they also refused to call it fishy swa. They called it potato soup. Like, literally, one of the characters was highborn, and she was just like, it's fishy swa. Good old potato soup. No, it's called fishy swa. Potato soup. Why won't you call it fishy swa?
There's not anything down here. I mean, I guess it makes sense. The diving helmet is not something that you're, like, required to get. It's entirely possible you miss out on this. Yeah, I mean, I got some things, but nothing that helps us with this.
Did you end up with 2 more cut fingers after that, Madeline?
Wait, hang on. Okay, no, I can't do the radio down here.
Anything in the kitchen?
Let me check something real quick. Okay, we're missing one padlock, and I know where it is. We need the key for it. Yeah. It's this. Yeah, I need to get the key that opens this. So let's see. I've already listened to the radio in every spot. Checked everywhere, it feels like. Let me double check that there's nothing I missed for the radio. Yeah, this is where the knives were. That's how we got in that whole conversation. Can't do that. That's the second floor. In this area, yeah, don't open the door. Fish zester.
Oh, I have a question.
What's up?
What is your favorite type of fry?
French.
Okay, now what kind? Like, are you a crinkle cut person? Are you a smooth? Are you a steak fry kind of person? Do you like them seasoned or just salt?
I don't like them
What's
being...
your preferred condiment?
Rhino, when you ask me a question, let me answer it.
Never. I will list 6 more. I've actually run out at this point.
Okay, crinkle or regular... I don't know, that wasn't what I thought it'd be. Crinkle or smooth. I don't really like them being thicker or, I don't really like them being thicker or thinner than, like, usual. My absolute favorite type of fry is the fries they do at McDonald's because they're just addictive. But,
because they have sugar on them.
Yeah. I like, I call them Popeyes fries just because that's where I'm used to getting them from, but they are available as, like, Southern-style fries.
All fries without potato skin are good fries. I'll get on that. What are your thoughts on that, Max? Potato skin or not?
No.
Bappia says smooth French fries with mustard. They like them thin.
I like ketchup with fries, and that's... ketchup and salt is basically the only thing I do with fries. I'm very basic when it comes to fries.
Personally, I do a variety of stuff. My standard go-to is crinkle cut, though, because it holds salt better. And, you know, the classic salt and ketchup works for me. But I do have a special fondness for seasoned fries, and I do mean those that actually put, like, a little bit of spices on them and everything. For those... I will normally go for steak fries, and I find that I actually lean away from ketchup for those because it covers it up a little bit. So instead I'll do something like so instead I'll do something like honey mustard or other things like that. I also depending on what else I'm eating with it, I may do a mix of mayo and ketchup in order to dip it.
All right, I have all the things.
I do know of Steak and Shake Madeline. I believe I've only been there once, and I don't remember it. The fries, I don't know if it was the fries I remember, but like the sauce I remember was from a place called Fuddruckers, and they had great honey mustard that you could put it on their chicken, you could put it on their fries, you could put it on their burgers, which is good on everything.
Literally, the only thing I know about Fuddruckers is that it was used in that movie Idiocracy, and over time became buttfuckers. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I don't watch movies much.
Yeah, Idiocracy is a pretty mediocre movie. Basically, it's just like a guy. Like, they take a totally average, man and woman, put them in basically cryogenic stasis for what is meant to be a comparatively short time, but the project gets shut down, and so they're left there for, like, centuries. And then when they come out of it, humanity as a whole has become so stupid that society has failed to function. And they are in charge with fixing it.
Here.
And then, as an example, the guy has an IQ of exactly 100, and he is now the smartest person in the world.
Oh boy.
They do a court case where, because the guy, like, accidentally, like, broke into someone's house or something, because he was, like, trying to figure out where the hell he was. And then he ended up in court, and his lawyer was the guy whose house he broke into, and they called him guilty because he interrupted the watching of a TV show. And the TV show was named Ouch My Balls. And it was what you think it is.
Ah, the evolution of Jackass.
And then, the President of the United States was a professional wrestler who was sponsored so much that his name was legally changed to include Mountain Dew in it.
This is sounding more and more amusing, but I feel like it would get old.
I assure you it does. It also really doesn't help that they tried to play it off. They took themselves too seriously with it. They were like,
how could you take any of that seriously?
It basically, like, they would do a joke, and then they would be like, all right, now let's examine this joke and take it to its logical conclusion. And it's like, no, it's a joke. Leave it at a joke. Best part of the scene, though, is when, like, the guy gets arrested, he's being brought into jail. He walks up to the, they're being, like, in a line, being brought up to the front. He walks up and is like, hey, I think I might be, hey, is this the right line? I'm supposed to be getting out of jail. And the guy looks at him and says, you're in the wrong line, idiot, go over there. Anyway, where am I supposed to take these padlocks?
Back to the box car with Slanty guy.
Ah, oh, you ready to tilt your head? Hang on, let me, I just remembered I still have this on. There we go. Ah, cracked my neck. Hi, Pepperidge.
Hello again, Maxlin. What can I do for you?
I found your father's padlocks.
Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by any chance, did you?
What? No? Was she supposed to be there?
No, that would have been highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago.
Here's your padlocks.
Ah, excellent. I think I will head that way. Marvelous. Other joyous exclamation. Once I've reaccustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way.
There's a big hobo camp near Ocean City that you might be interested in. I can give you directions.
Ah, excellent. I think I will head that way now. Perhaps I'll see you there.
Ah, we never have to come back here. I really, you know what? I'm going there right now because I have a hope. I have a hope. I have a dream. I have a dream. Can I sell you this pure rock candy? No. Can I sell you this pure rock candy? You want to buy this pure rock candy?
Great with cream. How about 1,000 meat?
Surprisingly high, to be honest.
Okay, 500 then.
All right. Why does he have 500 meat?
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's a hobo!
Just means he likes to travel. And be homeless.
Huh, there's an old gravestone here. Pepperidge Dolphin. What the heck? Pepperidge Dolphin died 150 years ago! Then was that man in the boxcar.
Hello again.
Ah, tilt your head.
Hello again.
Gah!
Oh, did I startle you? Dreadfully sorry.
Pepperidge, you're alive!
Well, yes. Was that a question?
This gravestone says...
Oh, I see. No. This is my great-grandfather's. I was named after him. I decided to bring it with me as another souvenir in addition to my father's padlock collection.
Well, that makes sense. Sure. Yeah! He's leading! Yeah! How's it going, Pepperidge?
Quite well. It's a nice little community they've got here. A marvelous first step on my new path as a world traveler.
Nice. Hope that goes well for you.
I'm quite certain my travels will be completely free of danger or violent misfortune.
Let me ask you something. Do you know any hobo code?
I have learned some since my arrival, yes. Least I could do after the help you give me. Here, I'll write it down.
He writes something down on a scrap of paper and hands it to you. I don't really understand this one. Takes paper, rotates it about 30 degrees and hands it back. Ah, got it. Let me ask you something else. Actually, I've got nothing else to ask. Sorry about that.
That's quite alright, no need to apologize.
See you later. So... Okay, so I'm... Is there anything else I do here? I guess, like, over time as I get more people.
But did the king have anything for you after you helped him?
Nah. I checked, and there was nothing. Alright. Largemouth Bass and Sons and Flemberg Place and Moss Rock Grotto.
You had to finish all the rest of the stuff for the Monster Club kids.
Yeah, but those are basically like random encounters. Let me double check this here. View side quests. Defeat the vampires in the Black Gold Mine in Gray County. Rivers wants to find 11 radios. I've tested 8 so far. Bring cheese. Find the Moss Man at Moss Rock Grotto. Okay, so that's actually a place to go. So,
and you actually had to build a trap, so you had to do that back at the Monster Shack.
Well, hang on. Build a trap. Okay, yeah, so I gotta figure that out.
Also, you had to find the Fly Man. Or Man-Fly.
Grab some scrap metal from the bench and construct a very basic animal trap. I will tweak the trigger sensitivity, tighten the spring, adjust the torque, add a fuse, and add a battery. That's good enough. Alright, that ought to work. Moss Rock Grotto. A portly man in a white linen suit, sitting in a wicker chair in a flat-bottomed boat, is being fanned by 2 large bats as he pulls his craft through the murky swamp water.
I say, pardon me, young man, but might I prevail you to lend me some navigatory assistance? I consider myself a man with a sense of direction, but I must admit, the bayou has got me turned right around.
Well, to start with, you're way too far west to call this swamp a bayou.
Oh no, I may just be a simple country Dracula. But I thought I could tell the difference between the bayou and some damned Yankee swamp. Have I really missed Louisville by that much?
I'm afraid so. By more than 800 miles as the bat flies.
Oh, tarnation. I'll never make it to the Derby at this rate, and I was so looking forward to that mint julep. Reckon I'll just have to make do with a... Is your name Mary by any chance?
No, it's Maxland.
A bloody Maxland. Well, any port in a storm, as the poet says.
How about I just draw you a map instead? It's not like drinking me will get you home.
I reckon you're correct, but it would get me drunk, which is nearly as good. But let's see this map of yours, son.
You draw on your broad geographic knowledge of the waterways of the eastern half of the country and sketch out a map that should take the vampire back to the Louisiana Bayou via the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, with a stop at Louisville. It's quite impressive with your knowledge and boats away with a jaunty wave. Fortunately, the fact that vampires can't traverse running water, e.g. rivers, didn't occur to him until you were well out of sight.
This vampire's from my hometown. Not Louisville, I just meant Louisiana.
Louisiana, that's not a town.
I know. That was the joke.
Well, if this isn't the Moss Man that Kid was talking about, you've got a real unusual coincidence here. Doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of surprise. Excuse me, are you a Moss Man?
That's me, Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, I'm Maxwell Ryston.
Welcome to my humble abode. I ain't got many visitors, plus that's some weird kid I sometimes see peeking around the trees.
Are you an actual Moss Man?
I ain't quite sure I get your meaning. That's my last name, like I said.
Yeah, but are you a human person or some sort of moss swamp creature? I get that this is a strange and possibly rude question.
Well, I weren't always this way. I've been living in this swamp a long time. Just kind of dug in and got comfortable. The moss sort of just grows out of me natural like now, instead of hair. I guess it happened so gradual, I got so accustomed to it, it didn't occur to me to question it.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to give you some kind of philosophical crisis.
No apologies necessary, friend, but it is something I'm going to be chewing on for a while.
Can I, have some of your moss?
I'll tell you what, help me solve the puzzle of whether... excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me and now you're asking for a part of my body.
I'm really not in top social form today, I guess. I do need some of that moss, though.
I'll tell you what, help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or a monster, and I'll give you some moss.
Well, the way I see it, you seem intelligent and can hold a conversation and haven't tried to murder me for my delicious organ meats.
How do you know they're delicious?
So I figure, what does it really mean to be a human anyway? You may well be less homo sapien and more whatever the technical term for boss is, but does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? What's really important is just being a good person, whatever kind of person you are.
Yeah, that's real.
Even if it's an extremely weird kind of person.
That's real good for you to say, friend, but I guess that answers my question.
Great. Great.
There we go. Here, let me get you some of my moss, like I promised.
Peels off some of his mustache and hands it to you. Moss Man's mustache. Thanks. Say, are you a hobo?
Well, ain't the thing about hobos that they're always on the move? I feel like I'm practically the opposite of a hobo.
I happen to know a group of hobos that have settled down and built themselves a pretty nice camp. I bet you'd be welcome there if you're interested.
Oh, now, I do value my solitude, but it certainly couldn't do any harm to visit and see. In fact, I do believe I'm due for a vacation.
Mark the location of the hobo camp on Clyde's map, and he heads off to the Swamp of the Wave. Alright. Oh. Hang on. A spot of color in the Strab Swamp catches your eye, and you can find a pile of withered orange husks in front of a shallow cave. This must be the lair of the Chupadamranja. Fortunately, it isn't home right now. Or maybe since you ordered orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway? That almost certainly isn't true. You set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush to wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get very bored and remember that people who hunt with traps don't typically sit and wait for their prey to show up. Instead, they leave and come back later. That's kind of the whole point of animal traps, leave and come back later. Huh.
Welcome back, Madeline.
Junk mail. Very small man inside the machine is clearly trying to get your attention. Hi, I'm Maxlin. Do you need help?
I absolutely need help, thank you. 1 second. There we go. My name's Flemberg, Paul Flemberg. I moved back into my parents' old house here because nobody would give me lab space for my experiments. Turned out an accident would also have been nice to
Assistant.
Or an assistant would also have been nice to have.
An accident would have been nice to have. What are you trying to do?
Improve myself, you know, be faster, stronger, At least one of those. But I put the wrong settings in the controls, and all that happened was I shrank.
You can't just change the settings?
The door doesn't open from the inside.
But...
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
Okay, well, I could just let you out.
No. Opening the door will depolarize the booth, and it takes months for the field emitters to recharge. Not to mention the fact that I have to collect all new supplies of genetic material, so the door can only be opened once.
Geez, you really didn't think this through. What should I do then?
You'll have to fix the settings on the console.
What should I set it to?
Clearly, if I knew that, I wouldn't have put the wrong ones in myself. Just make me better before you open the door.
Better than what?
Better than a normal guy. I don't know. Spent so long thinking about how I could build the dang machine that I didn't have any time left to think about why I built it.
I'll see what I can do. Hey, how's it going? Barley hanging in there. Feel past your prime? Need someone to bail me out. You got this. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks.
Not the next cheese on the shelf.
There's hay on this floor. Alright.
No.
Next to the workbench is a pile of much smaller workbenches. Yeah, I'll take one.
One tiny workbench. Alright, so you changed his pituitary gland. I don't think we want that.
Well, he also changed hat. It seems like the options are just Flemberg and Fly, so...
Right. So you want one or the other. If you flip one, you can then back out and look in to see what it did.
Oh god, one sec, I'll try again.
Oh wait, this one is pretty good actually.
What?
I can fly, and I had the proportionate strength of a fly scaled up to human size. What's not to love?
Let me see if I can get anything better. Also... Alright, you're gonna keep your hat no matter what. Fly lungs. Okay, can't... nope. Fly head. Wait, whoops.
This is great.
Are you serious?
Yep, look at me go. Haha.
So so fly body and regular head is basically what he wants. I just gotta decide if he should be small or big.
Well, you're probably gonna struggle to get a chest here if he's small.
He's saying things.
I like this one a lot.
I very much do not understand why that would be the case.
I'm a talking fly. I can be the fly on the wall that everyone wants to be.
I don't think that phrase is meant to be taken so literally. Let me check something. Whoops. No. Pituitary. Which does he I'm not sure which one he would prefer.
I personally went with one, and it seems like Mally, M went with the other. I like the whole proportionate strength thing. Buzz, buzz, buzz.
I'm just having fun at this point.
Yeah.
So he says he likes that one a lot. And now he's normal. Lungs of a fly. Okay, so which one did you do, Rhino?
I did human size with fly body.
He sounds like he's having a lot of fun with this one.
You do you, man.
Are you sure? Look, if he ends up having second thoughts, it's his fault for not saying anything. You open the door and Flebrick flies out of the booth.
Ah, woo, look at me go.
Before you leave, I need to get a chest hair from you.
What? No, don't bother telling me. I hope you'll have a real tiny pair of tweezers.
Yeah, no problem. That's how it flies away whoopee excitedly. I think he'll be happy.
So would you say that is fly man or man fly?
Man fly, because it goes because the attribute comes first.
Fair.
Like Superman, not man super.
Alright, so you... Alright.
At this point, I have everything except for the one thing, but that's a random encounter, so... Oh, here we go. Despite anything the map might have to say about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set the trap for the Chupa Naranja. Peering through the bushes, you discover the trap has indeed trapped something. It sort of looks like a giant toad with a tentacle face, covered in boils that might also be eyes. You have no idea what a Chupa Naranja looks like, but this seems about as likely as anything you were imagining. The presumed Chupa Naranja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in your trap. You carefully sneak up on the Chupa Naranja, since it's both distracted by the trap and also unable to turn around. You manage to take it completely unawares. It struggles futilely as you grab it in a headlock and slice off one of its nostrils. The creature roars in pain and anger, but by the time it manages to thrash its way out of the trap, you are already completely the heck out of there. Alright, we have everything.
Nice.
Hey, I caught that Chupa Naranja you were after. It looked pretty fierce, but the trap did the job.
Wow, that's great. Now we have real proof of there aren't any oranges of why there aren't any oranges in the swamp.
Sure. Anyway, here's its nostril.
Nice. I'll wear it as a ring.
Okay, anyway, don't go near that part of the swamp for a while. It was real mad. More meat drops.
You know that's what you need, Max. More meat.
Damn.
Hi, did you meet the fly? Did you meet the fly man? Did you get a?
Yeah, I got it here.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna put this in this little silver locket and treasure it forever. What was he like? Was his experiment a success?
I've got to go. I think that added Moxie. I know, it's this person. I met the Moss Man you were talking about.
See, I told you he's real.
Yeah, he's a pretty decent guy, actually. He gave me his moss stash. Here.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Kid happily sticks the mustache to his upper lip.
Oh, look.
Mossy?
This is the best day of my life.
Kid takes your sash, pins on the badge and hands it back to you. +1 to everything, 1 additional combat item per round, +5 max of HP, 20% meat drops.
You can see why I never took this off.
Yeah, hang on. Where's what is it? Is this? There we go. Oh, whoops.
That is a lot of vampires.
I did not fight Moss Man. He went to the hobo camp.
I didn't know you could fight Moss Man. I would think you would just be reasonable to him. What you were aiming for with Flyman. Alright, go ahead. If you do it right, you can have him as a pet. Oh, really?
I'm guessing you have to make him all fly.
I think he would just fly off at that point, right?
+3 spooky armor. Yeah, I'm good.
Walking, human head, small five body, and hat. That was wrong. Yeah, that was kind of what Max did.
Am I done here now, or?
I think you helped all of them. Are you not satisfied with your sash?
No, I'm satisfied. I'm just surprised that nobody has anything to say. Any chance you get a thing on the radio? Oh, okay. Alright, I guess, okay, I guess I'm done here. That just leaves Largemouth Bass and Sons.
We still need to find more radios.
I what?
Yeah, we definitely still need to find more radios. There's not too many in the game. Can't believe there was a train in that battle. State your business.
I'm here about the missing children.
Tom and Candy, yeah, it's a sad song. You'll need to talk to, I guess either Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that, but I wouldn't let either of them know that you've been speaking to the other. Bosses, they don't talk anymore.
Why don't the bosses speak to one another?
Between you, me, and 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Aquademy Awards a few years back. They tolerate each other, but only because they both perform a function vital to the business.
Which is?
Mr. Tracy debones the fish, and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at the market.
Are you saying you take out the fish's bones and then put them back in?
It's tradition. For generations, a Chapman has deboned the bass, and a Tracy rebones them. That unique process is what gives our bass its distinctive tang.
What goes on at this place?
And largemouth bass and sons, we fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons.
What do you think happened to the kids?
You ask me?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
Hell, they ran off. This life isn't for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass deboner or a reboner.
God, I don't like the term reboner.
Let me tell you more about reboning.
That's called a second date.
You boned on the first date?
No.
Emptied to magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter.
Any idea who did this?
I have my suspicions, yes.
When did this happen?
3 nights ago. Still in shock. I can't even muster the strength to close the safe.
I can do that for you. It's not hard.
Would you?
Sure. You're not close enough to read this. Yes, I am. Aquatomy of fresh and saltwater game fish. Certificate of nomination for award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Aquatomy Award of Merit for outstanding achievement. Bass is deboning. Bass. Though the knife of the deboner doth still shape largemouth bass in the world through our action, there are legion who do not believe and wouldst tear down thy work. The Book of Garrett. Greetings. As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind a desk?
Excuse me, I make 6 figures a year behind this desk, and mind your manners. You're addressing Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you here about Kathy?
I saw some posters about missing children.
Right, 3 nights ago, Kathy disappeared. Along with all our clothes and possessions. That safe there, our truck, and that Chapman kid.
Sounds like she might have just run away from home.
I'll excuse the remark as you don't know my Kathy, but suffice to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass and was much to assume preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. No, Kathy would not simply leave home. There's a much simpler explanation. Occam's gator.
Occam's gator?
A monstrous gator man, centuries old, 10 feet tall if he's an inch. With scales as blue as the deepest ocean. He has 2 tails as sharp as razors. He's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. Strike at night and gobble up our fish, guns, tax returns, whatever. And now, I fear, my Kathy. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire, but that beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was in the toddler pants. Sometimes I think the swamp itself has summoned him to be our tormentor.
You think Occam's gator ate Kathy?
You have to understand, for decades, Occam's gator has been the sole author of this business's misfortune. Could he eat a child? Absolutely. That's his M.O., or monstrous operandi.
If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late?
Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. Go ask Sylvester, a guard of ours. He was swallowed up by Occam's, but by stripping off in his belly and greasing his body in Occam's own fat, he was able to slither up and out of Occam's jaws while the great beast slept.
Okay, where can I find Sylvester?
I don't know, we had to terminate him for attempting to unionize.
Occam's gator sounds made up.
There's nothing made up about a giant blue gator man who eats guns. One of our guards actually saw Occam's, even took a shot at him, but conventional weapons have no effect.
Are you saying you haven't seen Occam's gator?
I've seen the destruction he's wrought. I've certainly seen that.
Is there a finder's fee if I find her? Find her?
300 meeting my grandfather's fishing rod, but I'm running the show all right. Not Chapman. I know he's got a missing boy too, but you can't involve a reboater or an operation like this. They're far too emotional. If you're dealing with me, you keep them out of it.
What's so special about this fishing rod?
What's special about it, you can catch things your scientists would say are impossible to find in water. How about that?
So it doesn't catch fish.
Yes, fish, but also impossible things.
If I accept this, am I not able to talk to Chapman?
You can, but he's a lot less cordial with you, and I'm not really sure the difference, as this is the guy I spoke to as well.
Well, let me think about it.
And yes, Madeline, I'm also never got this fishing rod for various reasons.
I have a question about your daughter. Oh, no, never mind. I'll be on my way. Okay.
Looking for something?
What's back here?
Crew quarters, off limits.
You live here?
Where the fish live, we live.
I see.
Yeah, Madeline, there is an achievement for something with it, yeah. The Anguin? What?
Rhino.
It's a mess through there.
Oh, I don't mind.
I don't mean it's messy, I'm saying that's a room where we have meals. It's that type of mess.
I thought they only really used that term in the armed forces.
You don't consider fishing to be part of the armed forces? What do you think we use to hold the rods?
I don't know, your legs?
Get out.
Okay. Cat!
Anguin. Oh, yeah, I did get that. Was interesting.
You know, there's a verse of the sign which reads, if you can, I'll take the sign. Annoying sign. And I'll take the bottles. Adams, do not eat. Do eat. Ah, the sandwich smacks of something foul and deeply wrong, as if the food had rotten itself to punish your minor transgression. It reminds you of the story of friend Eve, who ate a forbidden window display sandwich was cast out from the Garden of Eden restaurant. Oh, original sandwich. Ah. Okay, that's better. I all got rid of the thing. Is there, oh, here we go. Read stuff.
Hope you're not planning on sticking that rod in there. Largemouth Bass and Sons have the exclusive license to fish those waters.
Is there any way I can fish here?
No, Largemouth Bass and Sons has the fishing rights.
But say fishing might makes fishing right.
That attitude might get you placed in smallmouth bass and nephews, but we run things differently here.
Okay, fine. This pool is the birthplace of largest mouth Luke, a bass present on the signing of the Declaration of Dependence. On August 2nd, 1792, he was returned to his home waters to die, but his body was never found. Talk to the puddle or the man. Puddle, please. Hello, sir.
He can't understand you. It's a puddle.
What's the matter with you?
She's left me.
Who left you?
Amphibious truck.
Oh, so not a person.
No, I'm more interested in amphibious trucks.
So what happened to your truck?
Our truck. It's a company truck. We used it to take the fish to market. A couple of nights ago, I forgot to fill her up before bed, and that must have really ticked her off, because the next morning, she was gone. No note, nothing.
Are you suggesting this truck is sentient?
It's funny. I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation as to why it's running off the way it has.
Could it have something to do with the missing kids?
Tom and Kathy, you'd have to talk to Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that.
Maybe they took the truck.
I don't know. Seems like a stretch.
When did the children go missing?
Same day as the truck, but I think that's probably a coincidence.
What's this puddle here?
It's the gas I never gave her that night. It's here now in our special place, waiting for her to come home.
Is it working?
Obviously, you can see that it is not.
How far could someone have gone in the truck?
With the gas left in her, couldn't have gone further than 100 miles.
100 miles, okay.
No, 100. Sorry, 100 is fisherman's lingo. It means 11.
Missing truck, huh? That's a shame.
She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise, and then where will she be?
Good luck with the truck, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Chum bucket is described. A stranger is just a chum you haven't met yet. The bucket is secured to the floor.
Those are decorative.
And the chum inside?
Is the very first batch of chum ever made by largemouth bass and sons back in the summer 1803. It reminds us of our humble beginnings.
Can I have it? He said no.
No.
A stranger is a chum you haven't met yet. Champagne for my real chums, real pain for my sham chums. Chum pain for my real chums, real pain for my chum chums. Lo, with the reboning knife of righteousness has a complete bass been forged, the Book of Karas. Hello there. I wonder, do you ever wish you'd had a glorious death at sea?
Many a sea creature has tried to give me 1 pound, but before they can get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to Sontag.
Spits a wad of chewing tobacco out the door.
Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you hear about Tom?
I saw the posters about the missing children.
I'll admit, madam, I think I asked for it, but I think I missed what your twist was. Find one child, you'll find the other. My Tom has been lured into the lair of Occam's gator by that Jezebel of a deboner's daughter. A good and true fisherman led astray by that delinquent sorceress who was never cared to Walt Whitman for what we do here at Largemouth Bass.
Being a little sexist, don't you think?
Not remotely. I'm not saying anything about her gender at all. I'm only saying that she may have got my boy eaten by a gator man.
When you throw words like Jezebel around, that's a little loaded.
Is it? Well, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm changed, but you have to be patient with me, all right? I'm old-fashioned, and I can't keep up with all these new ideas your generation has. Gender. Penicillin.
Occam's gator, I've heard of him. Chapman's cheeks darkened to the murky hue of a humpback anglerfish.
As long as there has been a largemouth bass and sons, there has been an Occam's gator, to our great misfortune. I'd venture that there is no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace, with smoke billowing from his nostrils. He and his rapacious, I guess that's the word, rapacious appetite are a plague upon our business. He'll eat everything we've got, largemouth bass, everything. He keeps me up at night, wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone fish? Perhaps. But damn it, that's what gives our bass its zing.
How is Kathy responsible?
Well, the arrogance of youth. Kathy Tracy never thought she'd had anything to fear from Occam's gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attention to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in a mirror directly into the mouth of a bass. It was always going in with her in Occam's belly. I just didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it.
Do you think Tom could have run away on his own?
Absolutely not. Tom's a 3rd-generation bass boy, proud and true. Why, just last month he said, I'm excited about my future in reboning largemouth bass, Dad. Does that sound like the words of a boy 1 foot out the door? No, it's a simple explanation. The siren song of Kathy Tracy, who lures out good men into the bellies of gators.
Is there a finder's fee?
200 meat, for starters, and my mother's fishing rod for the entree. One condition. I don't want you looking for Kathy on Tracy's dime. It's Tom that needs saving, and he needs saving from her. So that's the condition. Oh, and you also need to find Tom. So that's 2 conditions.
Is it a special fishing rod?
It has never caught a fish. Always catches 2. I don't know how it works. Don't want to know it. It is, and I tell you why. It has never caught a fish.
Oh, that sounds worse than a normal fishing rod.
It has never caught a fish. It always catches 2. Don't know how it works. Don't want to know how it works. We just thank Poseidon for the bounty.
How about throwing in fishing rights?
Oh, your generation talks a big game about stuffage and self-governance, but in the end, what you really want is a largemouth bass. I'll give you 10 minutes alone with the fish. How about that? No questions asked.
Let me think about it.
Thinking? There's no time for thinking, man, while Tom's still missing. We don't live in a puzzle book.
What do you do here?
I'm Chief Reboning Officer here at Largemouth Bass and Sons, like my father was before me, and etc. It's a wonderful life. Good family life.
He's seeing you. What's back here, your quarters?
How would you know that?
That's where Mr. Tracy has his. Maybe the 2 of you are more similar than you like to admit.
Back off, Freud.
Can I go inside?
To our family's private quarters, I should let a dogfish loose in my socks.
Is that something you do?
Rarely. What lies beyond that door is only for fishermen.
What is it?
Fish.
Can I fish here?
Find Tom, then you'll get your fish.
This must be the mess, right?
It is. Where we proudly serve reboned fish just the way we like it. I don't want to see you slipping any bones out of that fish, do you hear?
You definitely won't see that. It's a mess hall, but... Oh, okay. I can't actually go there, apparently. Huh. Sounds like I gotta choose... Sounds like I gotta choose who I'm helping here. Does this guy say anything else now?
I'm Sonic Kathy.
What do you do here?
As I said, I'm Chief Deboning Officer. My team and I had a bone northbound pass, after which is passed over to my colleague across the way for reboning.
Question about your daughter. Is there a finder's fee? Let me think about it. Can I marry into your family?
No, I'm afraid we're all spoken for. Nothing personal, it's just that the largemouth bass business marriages are arranged from a very young age. Political, you understand?
I ate your sandwich.
No, you didn't. The one in the refrigerator is decoy.
Chuckles.
Nobody found the real thing.
How are the fish today?
Good and large today, thank you for asking.
What do you know about Occam's Gator?
Oh, that's fake.
It is?
Yeah, that's a legend, an old bass wife's tale. Sometimes things go missing or the business has a run of bad luck and folks want a deeper explanation for it. And I can tell you that nobody's ever laid eyes on any giant gator, man. The bosses can't even agree on what he's supposed to look like.
So Occam's Gator didn't kidnap these kids?
I really doubt it.
Your boss says you saw him.
Didn't you ever tell a boss what they wanted to hear? There's gators in these parts, all right. I had to scare them off the property on an almost daily basis. You don't believe me? You're welcome to go and visit their stomping grounds. You won't find any sort of Occam's Gator there, I assure you.
Occam's Gator sounds pretty scary.
As do all fairy tales. Don't make it any more real.
Fair enough.
Max, look, another place to go in the swamp.
Sure. Match. Also, let me go to my books real quick. Might as well use my XP here. Hang on. What am I at here? Perks of perks. I'm looking for where's the thing about meat? It's not that one. Oh, here it is. 30% meat drops. Really? I thought I would have used it more. Hang on. Let me oh, media expertise is the skill. Okay. I need to have a look at that. Media expertise. 90% meat drops. Okay, so theoretic. Okay, 90% meat drops.
Between that and your sass and shit, you were like over 100%.
Yeah.
Also, they're bored. They're leaving.
Yeah, I'll get to them. Alright, so now... Yep, plus 100% meat drops, and then all that. Nope, not the map. Handle on this fridge is busted. This is gonna be a headache come lunchtime. Try to open the door. No dice and no door opening either. Whoever smashed in the handle wanted to keep you out or keep something in. Magical talkie sandwich maybe. Force the door. With great effort, you force the door open. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out into the muck, gasping for air.
God, you are my savior. One more day trapped in there, and I would have succumbed to complete despair. Despair!
Who are you?
I am Fabian, an illustrator of the natural sciences. Arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice, but lately my interests are taken to be these damp lands. I am in my soggy period.
How did you get in there?
I was traveling to the swamp to sketch the native cypress, only to be caught and in a net by these gator-esque men. At first they allowed me to roam within the confines of this camp, but when I shouted for help from a passing truck, I was put into the refrigerators.
What truck?
Oh, it hurtled through the camp like a base out of hell.
Bass.
It was... I'm going to forever struggle with that. I'm going to warn you now. I know what it's supposed to be like, but I spent so many of my years reading that as base whenever I found it, including fighting the... actually, no. Whenever I fought the Mega Man Battle Network secret boss, I called him Bass. I thought he was funny, and yet his name is actually Bass. So now it appears whichever one I use is completely random. Anyways, what was I doing? Yes. It was a boy and a girl at the wheel, and I called out, "Stop, I am a prisoner. Take me with you." But then they drove on. What makes a person do that?
Where was the truck headed?
North of here, I'm sure of it.
North, huh? And since that driver at Largemouth Bass's Sons was confident the truck could only make it 11 miles at most, if you subtract from 11 the distance between this camp and the fishery, seized with deductive euphoria, you do some quick calculations, which in your haste come out very wrong. You do them again, not rushing at this time, and produce a promising lead. An amphibious truck. Do you know of a creature called Occam's Gator?
Occam's Gator?
Supposedly a large gator with two tails who breathes smoke from its nostrils.
Oh yes, I think you are describing my mother-in-law.
Okay, so you don't know.
No, and I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Melanie has always been kind to me.
Okay.
Every weekend she bakes me a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie.
If you want to leave, the way out is more or less clear.
I do want to leave. That is a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would honor me to paint your portrait. I am an artiste, as you know. I cannot paint you right away, as I am in my soggy period. But if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows?
Am I not soggy enough?
Not for academia, no.
Oh well. Dark combination, long going, you don't know the combination. Sleeping Gatorman, unless he's lying about being asleep. Do not let him lie. Okay, if you say so, what would you like to do as an alternative to letting this Gatorman continue sleeping? Search him. You reach into the water and carefully grope the Gatorman's pockets. At least you hope those are pockets. You find a scrap of paper. Eureka. Meat. This must be the second shift. Luckily, the guards stop in their tracks and start sniffing around suspiciously. They're almost certain to notice you if you get any closer. Staying put isn't an option here. Which way do you want to go and how? Fight. Bonk. 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 Gator cheese. Now I'll ambush the second shift. go. Anvil. Huh. It's like a Fallout Raider camp. Rack of horrible-looking weapons.
Or a super mutant camp with all the bags of hanging meat.
Oh!
The hell?
Swamp Banjo. Deals your Moxie plus 5 physical damage and reduce target stats by 2.
Ooh. That's not bad. It's physical damage, but it does reduce stats.
Yeah, the stat reduction is great. Add +1 on fire to a weapon? Hell yeah! And then sharpen it. Yeah, it's already a Moxie weapon, so I can't do that.
Whatever you do, do not hand over your dire corn holder.
Okay. Alright, sharpened flaming swamp banjo. Scareman seems less aggressive than civil for these guys. Hi there. Hi there. Rhino.
Look, I'm fucking sorry. Mom was talking to me. Jeez.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Greet, human, not eat. Greet.
Thanks, I appreciate that. Seem a bit more relaxed than the rest of the gator folk.
Yes, everyone crazy. For no reason. Not belong. Leave swamp.
Where will you go?
Dunno. Wander.
Oh, like a hobo?
Hobo? What that?
Basically, someone who travels from place to place because they're looking for work or just don't have anywhere specific to be.
Yes, hobo gator. First though, need weapon. Defend self.
Do you know any hobo code you could teach me?
Hobo code, what's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't know any yet. It's like little symbols that hobos use to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can show you some of the basic ones. Teach them the symbols for safe camp, cops here, and the increasingly rare and exciting pie on windowsill. Offer him a weapon. Imagine a gator using a jaw harp, though. You know what? Gator and a gun! How about this Bess? Oh.
No thanks, weapon weak, need power.
Ah, maybe it needs to be a strength one. Oh no, it's the base damage needs to be more or something.
Ah, the story's over. Okay, let's see. It's about Bo the Jazz Agent, who said, thanks, no, where are we?
Joe
Bo
Hart.
offered to take risk in possibly turning into a frog, so they stick around and start the chain reaction and continue as the same until Mr. Hayne the Frog is given to Bo. Obi is first to return. Obi and Bo seem to have a good bond since they're musicians, and Bo wants to help Obi secure at least secure money for meals. Bo threatens Mr. Hayne that if he steals from anyone outside of enemies, Bo will feed Mr. Hayne to their snake-mosquito hybrid. More on that in a bit. After being threatened, Mr. Hayne complies to Bo's demands and gives him to Obi. Obi takes the frog as a pet and also meets Bo's Snakito that I don't have a name for yet outside of battle. Mr. Hayne and the Snakito get along pretty finally after it was made clear that the Snakito will not eat him. Anyways, let's see.
Okay, how about
Yes,
this?
good. Weapon strong. Safe now. Thank human.
No problem. You know, it's a bunch of hobos collecting in a camp outside of Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they'd mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place.
Sound good. I go.
Alright.
I didn't mean to name it battle, just I guess the words outside of are always followed by battle for me. It's like, this happens outside of battle. It's just the pure smoke you two get off now.
I stab the bees. And now, die! Banjo for smash. Alright, I think I'm done here then. Let's go to amphibious truck. Okay, we already know that. Black smoke billows from the cow. That engine is cooked. Eat the engine. Can't eat something just because it's cooked. Eat the engine. It's far too large to eat the engine. It is just eat the engine. Eat the engine. Girding yourself against the overbearing heat, you wrench over the cow, appear through the smoke, only to find that someone is beating you to it. The engine has already been eaten. Next chance I get, I'm eating an engine. Sure. Cab door hangs limply from its hinges. Pull it open. The truck has been abandoned for some time. There is nobody inside unless they are very small and hiding. Are they small and hiding? No. Search the seats. A newspaper left on the passenger seat is open to the classifieds page. Circular advertises for Mr. Rat's Hotel for Working Women and the Docks. I will take the paper. You don't need it. It's yesterday's news. Search under the seats. The gas tank is located underneath the driver's seat, which has the advantage of lowering the truck's center of gravity. This gas tank is empty, which has the disadvantage of the truck not working. You also notice a tiny glitch of metal. A key! I think that's all I can do. Alright, I guess let's go back to the... where's the... Oh! Right, north is west, or west is north now, right.
Right. And you went east.
No, I know, but, like, Largemouth Bass and Sons, when I was there, it was like they went north, but then I was west of it, and yeah, okay, anyway.
By the way, we'll need to stop soon.
Yeah. Let me just get back to Largemouth Bass and Sons and, like, see if what I've acquired opens anything up. Where the snake mosquito hybrid come from? Do you mean the mosquito?
No, they hybridized in their game apparently.
Oh.
I do like the name Sneaketo.
About Occam's Gator. My boss says you saw him. Yeah. Sounds pretty scary. Okay, nothing. I found the company truck.
You're meant to be finding the company's son, Tom Chapman.
The truck is the key to finding the sun.
Is it? Then where's Tom?
Let me get back to you on that.
Take it from an old bastard boner. Try to do so much at once. Try and do too much at once and your fish ends up looking like a porcupine.
It's looking more and more like Tom ran away from home.
Even if that's true, doesn't matter. You find him and you bring him back. That young man has responsibility to Largemouth Bass and Sons.
Alright. I found the company truck.
Are you trying to say Tracy? Kathy Tracy?
No, but finding the truck may help us find Kathy.
It will. Where is she then?
I don't know yet.
I see. So the truck may help us find her, or it may not.
It's looking more and more like Kathy ran away from home.
The same thing that other guy said.
Huh. Also, I don't have the option to accept their offers anymore. Huh. Wait. I doubt it. Oh my god. Tracy House. I'm in here. The austere bedding testifies to the Tracy family's rigorous asceticism. One must purge body and mind of all comfort and distraction to achieve the hyperfocus of a base fisherman. Now you'll be doing it! Spearmint taffy and licorice taffy. 16 teeth. Huh. Letter in the right pocket. Kathy's letter.
Sorry, Madeline, I didn't actually see your enlightening on the Sneaketo hybrid.
The envelope isn't sealed. You slide open these. Dad, all anyone cares about in this family is largemouth bass. Well, I'm sick of it. Ain't I a person? Ain't I deserving of being cared about too? I'm leaving, Dad, for a place where dreams are possible. You ain't never gonna find me because you don't know where that is. Love, Kathy. P.S. Hi to Mom. Okay. Wait, hang on. Better for you. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm curious.
You need to see this. Adam Tracy pores over the letter, his brow sick, gets deeper furrows with each line.
Ain't never. Ain't I? My friend, those are the vulgar contractions of Occam's gator. I didn't give Kathy a copy of Jane Eyre to have her contract in properly. No, this letter is an obvious ruse, friend. Occam's clumsily attempt to throw us off the scent.
Face it, Tiger, your daughter ran away from home.
I've yet to see any evidence of that.
I found these teeth under a pillow.
Yeah, those are mine.
You believe in the Tooth Fairy?
No.
Okay, bye. God, this guy is delusional. Okay, it literally doesn't let me go in there. There. And I can't do anything. Okay, so, we're probably going to end here because we are going over time at this point. But so far, I feel like we've gotten as good a thing as we can, but it's not really leading anywhere. Is there, like, something I missed in the room? I don't think so. These guys have anything to say? God.
We may have a raid if you want after this.
Alright, we'll see. Just give me a moment. Wait, hang on. I just thought of something. Did I get anything for dates? Let me just check this. Died. Largest mouth Luke. Bass fish. Large. Huh, some eulogy. And, okay, that was it. Well, that was pointless. Oh!
Found him.
Hold on, are you Tom and Kathy? Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy? The boy nods slightly. He can see you've put in the work to remember their surnames, and though you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid.
Wants to know.
I've been looking literally everywhere for you.
Really? Lots of times when folks say literally, they're not using it right. When people say it's literally raining on my wedding day, they're not talking about actual rain.
I actually do mean it, though.
Oh. Take a last look. We're on the next bus out.
Your folks back home think you were kidnapped or eaten.
That's so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small little largemouth bass life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we want to lead is only possible in the city.
What kind of life is that?
We're going to start a business making wigs for judges.
I'm trying to find my own path, too.
We ain't trying squat. We're doing wigs for judges.
Is that a job?
Is he? Are you? Huh?
I don't think judges wear wigs in this country.
It's gonna be in an international company. That's where the money is, if you know anything about business.
I need to take you back to your parents.
Out of that, you need to take us back like a bass needs bones. Not going back, pal. Not ever. Largemouth Bass and Sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old taunts and patterns that our fathers did, our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life that's never going to change. No, pal, not for us. Better to die in poverty than live in a largemouth bass deboner or reboner.
Unfortunately, I was hired to bring you home.
Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing and nobody that can make us.
Please?
Next, look out, it's Occam's Gator. No, Occam's Gator, you have no power here.
Occam's Gator? That's a real guy?
Occam's Gator is, well, he's the bane of our lives, our family's lives. He has haunted and tortured us before I was even born.
Can he be reasoned with?
Back.
Did you just say back?
Miserable back. We will be miserable if we go back.
The gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to largemouth bass and sons. But why? Why would it care? You want them to be miserable?
Oh, yes. Miserable back. I don't know what Occam's Gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us.
Now you leave these kids alone.
Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's Gator when he's got his mind set to a thing. Mindset.
There's gotta be a way we can work this out.
Violence.
Apart from that.
Violence. Misery.
Change his mind or fight? I'm gonna fight, because this guy should not stick around. You want to tussle? Let's tussle. King thought you might need some help. Who the fuck is this guy?
He's a hobo.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're in the background. Alright. Hey, buddy. Snick, snick. Let's see. And done.
Makes you beat Occam's Gator.
Yeah. Hey, he was the one who ate the engine! That bitch! He who does misery unto others will also have that misery done unto him, which is another way of saying, you beat Occam's Gator senseless and his reptilian remains have decomposed into swamp goo. Perhaps now the folks at Largemouth Bass and Sons will tell stories about you. It's not like you don't deserve it at this point.
I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like that before. Kill a huge gator man, I mean. No, nobody's ever done that for me either. I don't know how I can repay you. Oh, there's money. I forgot about money for a second.
I'm gonna try and beat Goliath. I don't know who Goliath is. If you're talking about the super boss, I did that earlier.
Not today, but last time.
Yeah.
No, it's not much, but... Oh, hey, would you want this? Free sample?
Judge's wig.
Enjoy that, but mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. Nobody should have that much power. Hold on just now. Are you still trying to take us back to Largemouth Bass?
No, go get the bus. I give you my blessing.
Thank you, Father.
Huh?
Oh, you said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have you blessed anyway. Thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will.
Goodbye, then. Alright, let's end this off so that we can end off.
You show your face around here. You did it, and now Kathy is lost. I received a telegram from her, and now she's throwing her life away chasing the Judge Wig dreams of youth.
Occam's Gator is dead.
I'd to believe you, but he's died before. One time from a rifle shot to the head, another from TB. He always rises from the ashes like that bird did.
Phoenix?
No, I'm thinking of a duck.
Sorry about your daughter.
I only hope she'll realize the mistake she's made. Her mother always told her, don't throw your life away for a man like I did.
Meaning you?
Now that you mention it, I wonder.
Are you concerned about the future of the business without Kathy?
We will suffer the setback as we've always done, but our plan to rebrand as Largemouth Bass and Sons and Daughter will have to be put on hold. Pity. Name rolls off the tongue, which would have been appropriate as that's how we slide the fish's bones out.
And I'm out. See ya. Alright, go tell the other guy.
Let me tell you more about the reboning process.
Oh, God.
Your late friend, Tom's gone. Received a telegram from him. Now he's been in the big city, thriving as the head of his own business, manufacturing wigs for judges.
Wait, he's already set up a business? It's already thriving?
Yes, it's fast, I know, but judges' wigs are a gold mine, and I can tell you don't have business instincts or you'd have recognized that right away.
Occam's Gator is dead.
You say that, but I'm not convinced he can actually die. I've seen him start to do a biplane propeller only for his ooze to reconstitute itself into an even larger form. As far as I'm concerned, there are two causes in life. Death, and specifically, Occam's Gator not having one, and taxes. These things were harangued about every month that sound very boring.
Sorry about your son.
You know, I'm actually proud of him. I always thought he was a dreamer. I never realized he had those killer instincts for business. Yeah, he's a good sort, Tom. Maybe I've been unfair to him.
Are you worried about the future of the business without Tom?
Succession is only an issue if I die, wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invested a good helmet.
He's seeing you. That guy seems alright.
Yeah, he's taking it kind of in stride.
Right. As you approach, the cat raises a quizzical eyebrow. I know what you're talking about. I certainly didn't have anything to do with helping Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy flee their largemouth bass fishing fathers. Cat only chuckles in response. What's your name, girl? Cat points to his caller. Charybdis. Oh, didn't even need to ask.
Is the fucking wind spell from Final Fantasy?
Charybdis. Better now.
Charybdis.
Plus 20% for item stuff. I'll be fine. I'm
The only
guessing.
reason I know that is from the crossover with Monster Hunter, where the behemoth was the thing you're finding. Like, behemoth cast Charybdis, and a tornado appears. The Max have the cat. It depends what you mean by the. Oh, you mean the prologue cat? No.
Let me go see the other cat, because I forgot. When she sees you, the cat leaps into your arms and licks your cheek with the vigor and sloppiness of an animal 10 times her size. Well, hey there, girl, what's your name? Cat nods at its collar. Scylla, it says. Scylla, huh? What was that big lick for? Cat nods at the other side of its collar, which says, you didn't go against the family. You can now pet Scylla to receive a boon. I assume more meat drops!
You need more meat.
Nah, I'm good. I'll keep the moxie. All right. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the abandoned truck and put the engine back in it.
You want to talk to the truck guy first?
Let me do this first. With unhappiness, ungrateful for the return of its engine. Oh.
All right, you made the decision.
Oh.
You made the decision.
I didn't know.
Let's go talk to the truck whisperer and see what this means.
Yeah, now this is the problem with the freaking banjo.
Well, no, I guess you'll just have to use your, like, 8 AP to destroy them a different way.
Good news, I restored your truck's missing engine.
You did what? Why'd you go do a thing like that?
What's the problem?
You put her heart back in her body. That's a powerful thing. She'll have imprinted on you now. She owes you a life debt.
Life debt, +2 to magical weapon attacks. Is that bad?
There's one thing a car can't stand. It's to be forced into a debt with a no-wheeler. Ever wonder why cars honk? They're angry. That's the sound of them screaming.
I found the truck.
Really? Where is she alright? Does she need anything?
She's out of gas and something ate the engine.
Rats, I don't know where I'll find a new engine. I really need that truck back. I left an egg sandwich on the passenger seat, and I'm afraid by now the egg will have hatched.
Take it easy.
You too.
Huh. Alright then. Well, so a car owes me a debt now.
Yep.
And pays it by giving me an increase in damage to something that I don't use.
Yep.
On the bright side, I have a banjo.
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna end off there then. Whew. God, that's a lot.
Good news, Max.
We're done in the
I think
swamp.
we might be done with the swamp.
Yay! I still gotta figure out what's up with the ring, the Mobius ring.
That's in the next one.
Oh boy. Alright. Let's end off here then.